Hello. I figured it out. Sitting here trying to figure out why there was no music, like why the music was not coming through to you. And I figured it out. I had a temporary solution of putting it through my desktop audio, and then a permanent solution of having to re-add my secondary line from my Rode to OBS. But you know what, though? Figured it out. He did it! What up, everybody? Happy Sunday. Hello. Hi. It is not going to be a very chill Sunday at all. It should be pretty spicy. But welcome in all. Good to see you. Hello and hi. All right. For now, I'm going to put this in here. Could I have one of the mods, either Mayor or Song or somebody, pin the mod pack code in chat? Please, pretty please. If you could, that'd be awesome. But welcome in, guys. We're doing Lethal today. I know I asked in the Discord, hey, what are people like vibing for, blah, blah, blah. But like, honestly, facts are a lot of people are going to end up saying Phasmo. But I promise that will still come. You're getting hit. Dude, this week we're about to get snow. Is this your mod pack? No. So this is originally Chiba's that Chiba probably got from like Vin or Glay. Was watching the public room Phas. Oh, dude, it was so funny. I honestly had so much fun. So I will definitely be doing that again at some point. All right. Having the issue again where I can't hear alerts, and I think it's because of the OBS issues that are still issues today. Yeah. What up, Chuck? How you doing, homie? I'm just debating whether I want to be on YouTube or not. I guess I could be. It's just going to be really weird chaos for them. Yeah, it's fine. This is going to be incredibly fun. It's going to be something. I haven't played Lethal in a freaking minute. In a minute. I still can't hear that. I don't understand why. I see, like, you guys hear that, right? I know that you guys hear it. Fate, thank you for the 28 months. Hello, friend. Let me, maybe my monitoring audio changed again. You guys hear it? Okay, I thought so. We can hear him just fine. Awesome. I mean, I want to be able to hear him too. I want to hear it. Don't have Lethal? Oh, you should get it. It's been out for a little while now, but man, it's a lot of fun. It's a blast. What up, Chicago? How are you, dude? Done with getting the mods. Let's go. Yeah, I figure we get that up there now to give you guys some time to download them. Right? I still can't hear it. Does it cost money? Yes, it costs money. Yes, it does cost the dollars. How do viewer days work? Well, you know, it's a great question because it really depends on the game. What I'm going to start doing when we do Lethal days, when I do Phas days, is I'm going to make it where it's a channel point redeem. With a queue system and all that jazz. But with Lethal, it's a little bit different because you really don't know how many people are going to be joining. So it's hard to say. I mean, more than likely what I'm going to do is probably just make the code available. I'll probably make maybe like a channel in Discord that has the code living in it. And then you guys can use that code to join. I still can't hear the alerts. Okay. Go there, monitor and output. Yes, yes, yes. Go there. We'll go to this. But yeah, if you guys plan on playing Lethal today, the code is in chat. It's pinned in chat right now. So definitely check it out. Oh, I hear it. Oh, I hear it. I literally turned it off and on. Let's go. Almost done. Yeah, it shouldn't take too long. It shouldn't be too bad. Didn't OBS nuke your sound settings last? Yes, it's happened so many times. And there's nothing I can do. I update it time and time again, and it just keeps happening. Oh, is that a golden Kappa train? Oh, Muscoozy. Oh, I haven't had one of those in a while. Who the F let Flash? I don't know. It's the cheapest thing. Turn it off and turn it back on again. I swear to God, worked. What is crowd control? So crowd control, you guys, if you're playing with me, don't have to, it's included in the mod pack, but it's a way for chat to basically mess with me / whoever's playing by spawning items. They can spawn scrap for us to help bring you back to life, or they can spawn dogs and make your day really awful. It's up to the viewer. Nocturnal, thank you for the subs, dude. Crazy, Bella, thank you guys for the bits. If you've never seen a golden Kappa train before, if you don't know what these are, a golden Kappa train is an opportunity for you to earn the golden Kappa for 24 hours. And the way that you do it is 100 bits or more. 100 bits or more, or a sub will get you a golden Kappa train. We'll get you the emote. Yeah. Craziness. Does that say purple hacks? Excuse me. Is that a Ryan? Hello, friend? Thank you for the gifted. Hello, Jennifer. Thank you for the biddies. Ember, thank you so much, friend. Oh, man. It's going to be an entertaining day. I haven't played with crowd control or lethal in a long time. It's been quite a while. Who the fuck? Oh, my God, gamer. Gamer. How do we give you the extra supersize Kappa? How do we do it? Oh my God. Is it going well? What, the day? The weekend's going well. I didn't get to see Mrs. Flash that much this weekend. That kind of sucked. But I mean, she's been with little Mrs. Izzy at the dance competition stuff. So yeah, they got 3rd place yesterday, which was awesome. We did hit the goal. We have a Phasmo community day to plan. Yeah. We need to add one more mod. Oh, which one, Mayor? Oh, you guys might have to download another pack. Just basically just right over the one that I already have. Oh, Better Lobbies is not in there. That has the code to join. Okay. Yeah, because if you don't have that, how are people going to join on you? How did he make that work? Did he have to friend everybody on Steam? Oh, no, that's too much. That's too much. All right, let me go to the Thunder Store while this is happening. Friends, thank you for the bits and the subs. I appreciate you. Oh, you're already getting crowd control coins. Listen, we haven't started yet. Cheaper friends, everyone. No, I can't do that. And just sitting there staring at Steam, friending people? Nah. Rip, how are you? Welcome in. Riz, thank you for the biddies. We're going to pet them bees. Oh, we're going to pet them bees. No way am I doing that. All right, so I need better lobbies, right? I could probably go in and find that myself. You got better lobbies. Okay, good. Yeah, you should be okay. I mean, you shouldn't have to add an entirely new pack. By adding better lobbies, you have the same exact mod list as I do, so you're probably okay. Michaela! Oh my goodness gracious. You have 90 mods. You should. Yeah. That sounds right. Goodness. Abra, thank you for the biddies. All right. Better lobbies. There it is. Download. 95 with better lobbies. Oh, it adds an extra like 4 or 5. All right, let me go to my mods. Let me make sure that it's inside of this, which it is. Okay. Mods. Yeah, we're doing Lethal Company. Yeah. Granock, thank you for the gifted to Harlazy. Mayor, this is the mod pack this is the code that I have, by the way, with better lobbies added. Oh, man. All right. Well, hi. Mick Matterson. Thanks for the gigantic kappa. Oh, man. Can you have the code? It's pinned in chat, Emerald. It's pinned. Yeah. But also, in case anybody wants to help point people in the right direction and they're not sure where the list is, or maybe they can't see the pinned. If you can't see the pinned, it's okay. We have it as a command as well. I don't know why I had the words crowd controller in there. That's not necessary. There we go. There we go. There we go. When will the cosplay day be? That's a great question. Yeah, I was going to do it on today, but I think I'm going to do it on another day, like on an extra viewer day. So we might have another one before the month ends. I feel like we're going to. So almost like a bonus viewer day. That way we please both sides. We can do lethal for funds today. And then before the month ends, we'll do another Faz day. And then because we did this, we have another one the next day. The clip of you pulling the fuse and coach running directly into a landmine. Her with her high-pitched voice. Yeah. What a big. Oh, man. Thank you guys for the hype train. I appreciate yous. Here, for now, I'm going to unpin this, Mayor. And then we'll pin it back up once we get stepping. But yeah, if you guys need the mod pack code as of right now, if you do !mod pack, that's the code right there. And we are using Thunderstore. So it should be good. What's crowd control? This. But I have the mod pack. I'm ready to go. Song said that he was testing it as well. He's ready to go. Yeah. Obviously, Mare, you, Vin, Phoenix, anybody from Midnight, anybody's welcome to join, of course. Always and forever, of course. Valkyrie, thank you for the biddies. Chaos ensues. Oh, it's already begun. Downloaded the playlist off Discord. Great taste. Hey, let's go. Yeah, this playlist is just great, especially if you have a Monster Cat license, to avoid dealing with copyright garbage. So it's nice. It is nice. Hey, what up, Thay? Thank you, friend. Thunderbolt. Guys, it's only 100 that's needed for the Kappa. It's only 100. Mick Matterson, when I was creating like for these alerts, there was some time ago where I used to change my alerts every month based on the community asking for a certain one by voting. And it just got so tiring. I was like, I can't change it all the time. So I, at one point, said, F this. I'm just going to take all of my favorite alerts from the times that I've changed them and just use those. So the sub alert, the gifted ones, the bit alerts, the Mario screaming, that they were all almost all of them were from a point where I had a themed month. So that was pretty fun. Yeah. Good times. Good times. Thunderstorm makes everything so easy, but I have so many mod packs. That's what Mayor said. Start deleting them, nerd. That's what I did. Same exact thing. If you have a crap ton of mod packs, you do not use them, delete them. They're literally taking up space. So don't do it. Grizz, thank you for the biddies. Hi, Rain. Rain, thank you so much for the sub. Hi, friend. What up, Spicy Pam? How are you? So yes, if you already have Lethal and you are interested in playing today, if you're interested, oh my God, hanging with my nomies. Oh God. the mod pack code is here. If you're not interested in playing, but you still want to participate and screw with the game, I have crowd control. We're going to use it. We're using it today. Oh, it's Barry. I don't want Barry. Should be a good time for somebody. I don't know who yet. I will need somebody to definitely help me with crowd control and being like, hey, these coins are, this is way too low or this is way too high. Again, it's been a long time. It's been a long time. What up, Taylor? The game loading just paused at difficulty run, and I feel like that's a threat. That's pretty funny. Oh man, Forgotten Pawn. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate you, Sam. Valkyrie, thank you for the 14. Blood Raven, GG's on the VIP. Shark, thank you for the 4. Rohit, what's up, dude? Yeah, if you guys missed me playing public lobbies in Phasmo on Friday, I posted the video today. Yeah, that was some of the funniest shit. Oh my god, I love VR players so much. Amber, hi Amber. Thank you for the biddies. How are you? How was your stream? What was it last night I was watching you? Lurking away, lurking my little life away, especially while Mrs. Flash was asleep. I've played Content Warning. It got very dry very fast. Yeah. Queen Phasmophobia, thank you so much for the sub. Thank you guys for the biddies. My God. Freaking Golden Kappa train, dude. Yeah. You don't need to say, please notice me. If you say hi in chat, I say hi back. Yeah. So what we have for reaching the February sub goal. So what I'm going to do is we're going to have an extra viewer day this month where we do Phasmo, and then I'm going to do another Phasmo day next month. Yeah. How do you get the mod pack code? Do ! mod pack. We'll pin it in chat after the hype train's over. Yeah. Always a good time. Always a good time. Imagine. Break, are you playing today? You should. You should. Good times. Fun for all. Or somebody. Who's Flash? Rude. I'm not home. You're still not home? What a nerd. She went to go visit our friends. She went to go visit. She got to go say hi to Phoenix and to Vin and May. You know, they had all the funs. I am using Thunderstory. Yeah. Hey Diesel, how are you? I hope that you guys had fun. I hope that you guys had a blast. It surely looks like you guys were having fun. It looks like it was raining though, which is a bummer. Yeah. Doing the weekly last minute. Hey man, do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. Flabby Matt. Oh, hey, how are ya? Splash, thank you for the 20 months. Ducky, thank you for the follow. Deleted all the other mods in the Thunderstory. I have like 2 mod packs now. Yeah. It's worth it. You should. If you have like 50 packs, delete them. They're taking up probably so much space. It's so annoying. Yeah. Mama Tiffany, welcome in. What's up, Rua? How are we doing, friends? We're allowing, there's a couple things. A, we're letting the Kappa train live its life. But B, allowing you guys the opportunity to download the mod pack if you've not done that already. If you're interested in playing today. Yeah. I take rain over being snowed in right now. Touche. Good point. This week, we're supposed to get a bunch more snow again. So was it last year we had snow like twice and it was over? That was great. That was fantastic. What up, Murphy? Esteban, have a good one, dude. Love Thunderstore. It's just that Thunderstore saved Lethal Company from getting dry. I say saved it, but like when Lethal came out, it was already hype. But then like the mods made it so much better. It was so great. First enemy store at the moment. Oh, Fast tomorrow. Yeah, I always play Fast on Mondays, especially because we have the weekly to do, and then we play games from there. Phoenix, thank you for the 28 months. Oh, hi, friend. We were just talking about you. You getting to hang out with all the friendos. The mods make Lethal. It's so much fun. 16 inches. Oh my God. Yeah, I knew it was around there somewhere. Ben, thank you so much for the biddies, dude. I'm a console gamer. Lethal Company's on PC only? Yes. As of now. I don't know when they plan on changing that. I don't know if there's plans to make it on console. The issue that you have with console is you guys can't mod the game. So you could have a vanilla version of Lethal, maybe. Yeah. Enjoy the Cappy emotes. Thank you, friends. Excited for Lethal? Dude, it's been a pretty long time since I've played Lethal. Quite a minute. So I am very much excited. We are like this. It's going to be interesting because I'm going to be trying to not only play Lethal with mods, and crowd control. I'm going to try to do all the things on a single day. If anything crashes, I'm sorry. I do apologize. All right, let me do this. Mods, can we please pin that, the mod pack message? Either that or if we just make one with the, yeah, thank you, Mayor. Say that or just the code, whatever works, whatever you guys think is best. I don't care. About to be a menace. You know, I expect these things. All right. So the nice thing about crowd control, for any of you that don't know what it is or how to use it, crowd control is a way that it allows you guys to screw with the game. Now, what's nice about it is that you can create channel point redemptions, so you don't have to buy anything. Yes, you can purchase coins if you really want to be a menace, but you can use channel points and get coins as well to mess with the game, which is super nice. Oh, man. All right, let me get this game loaded and get crowd control loaded and all the things. All right. Well, we're loading it up. What up, Cena? No, it's not unlimited. You are limited to how many points you can use. It's not like, oh, I have this many points, I can just use all of them. No, that's not how that works. What's up, Orlando? Oh, come on. No. Nay. No. What is Lethal? Not familiar with the game? Oh. Lethal Company is a game where your objective is to go to abandoned moons, planets kind of, and you are looking for scrap. You're to collect that scrap and bring it back to the company. The company is where you sell it, and you have to meet a quota. If you don't meet that quota, you're fired, aka ejected from the ship. And there's plenty of monsters to run into. It can get very dark, scary, really funny, depending on what happens. I love it because it takes advantage of proximity chat. So your voice echoing through the halls and stuff. Love it. But then there's mods that make the game even better. The yippies. I don't even know if honestly, I purposefully did not look through the mod list because I kind of want to be surprised. So we'll see. Cater Todd, thank you for the 11 mods. So we're gonna be a little surprised. Roxy, I got people in my Discord group into this game. Yes, oh, they have to. It's so fun. All right. Is there sound right now? No. Okay. Ah, okay. I do hear the game sounds. Love the shirt. Thank you. Me too. Oh my God, gamer. Holy crap on a stick. Oh no, I can't hear the blurb. Did you guys hear the blurb? It's going to be turn it off, turn it back on again. Gosh darn it. I missed it. I saw it get played. I'm like, no, I don't hear anything. We heard it. Dang it. Gamer, dude. Thank you so freaking much, man. All right, I'm going to try something. This might be bad. This might result in bad things, but we're about to find out. Oh, the bees? Yeah, I know exactly what that sounds like. Yep. We're gonna hear it again today, more than likely. Okay, I don't know if this is set up correctly or not. We're about to find out. Let's just wing it. What do you guys say? You guys down for a wing it session? Okay. So you should, holy shit balls. You guys should have I hear it now. If you check your channel points, you guys should have the ability to redeem free coins right now through crowd control. If you have enough points, you can redeem coins that can then be used in game to screw with whoever's playing. Me and all of our friends. You can choose whether to help or to hinder based on who you see inside of the game. Yeah, I think that's nice. Now the problem is that all of these crowd control redeems come through my activity feed. That's going to be a problem. And because I'm trying to use StreamerBot, it doesn't filter anything. It's just the world. So maybe let's try this instead. Boop, boop, boop. I'm going to close that one down. We'll go stream elements while you guys are redeeming your kerns. There we go. Yeah. I'll use the stream elements one today. That'll work. It'll calm down. Oh, it's okay. All right. Yeah. By using the stream elements one, that one I can filter. So we're okay. A7. And I can hear the bits exchange redeem, which is great. I want to be able to hear that for sure. I can't see in chat who did it. Somebody did. Okay. That is good to go. That is good to go. That is good to go. So where did my crowd control overlay go? Hello? Oh, it like turned off. Oh, that was weird. There we go. All right, friendly reminders. If you try to use anything while I am up in the air, as in we're not on the moon anymore, nothing's gonna happen. It will either queue and play next time, or it will be refunded, coin-wise. All right. Song, did you say that you were in a lobby right now? I know. One day I'll find out a way for you guys to spend coins. I know. Or like channel points. Remember, some of the crowd control actions can stack and will refund if they don't work, can't get through. Right. Thank you, Fate. Yep. No, crowd control can affect me. It can affect teammates or all of us. I exited to load your mod pack instead. Okay, I got you. All right. Mods. How many people do you think we should make the crew size? Probably not 12. Can start a new one if you want to, Song. If you want to be the commander, I think 8 sounds good too. Yeah, I like that number. 20. All right, maybe Song should not be the lead on this. I love cats. Thank you for the follow, dude. Welcome in. I think 8 would be good. I think 8 is good chaos, not too much chaos. Go big or go home. Loading back in now. I'll make it. Okay. Let me know what the let us know what the code is, Mr. Song. Mare and I are in charge, clearly. Yeah, that's fair. 'Tis fair. Why aren't those showing up over in that chat feed? I need like a separate chat feed to know when somebody gets crowd control points. Hey,
that's toxic.
Spicy Pam, thank you for getting coins, friend. Because I can't see that over there, and I'll find a way. All right, Mr. Song, do you want to DM me the code so I can make sure that I'm in there? I'm sorry. Is that a threat? Excuse me. Did I just get threatened? Hey, what up, Tyler? I'm good, man. How are you? Someone just Undertaker me? I think Song is lost. I think he's gone. We've lost him into the void. It was great having him, though. It's Tiny Fox. If you look at the pin message, the code is there. That is the code. The music is a bop. I mean, I gotta admit. I only have one screen still. Do you want me to make it, Song? If it's making life annoying, I can do it. Lurker will have some free time for a bit. Oh, can't wait for Lethal Chaos. It's gonna be a thing. It's been a while since I've played, too, honestly. It has been quite a long time. Okay. If I do friends only, if I do this, if I do this, if I do this, I don't see a code. You, the code is inside of the lobby song. Yeah. I guess this is good for me to make sure I can load too. I'm going to forget all the buttons.
Welcome to your new automated ship.
Thank you.
You already know what you signed up for. Collect the scrap and do not disappoint us.
All right. How do we want to do this? Do we want to do a lobby code and post it in the Discord? Maybe the words lobby code. Yeah. I have it copied. That might be the way to do it, honestly. Put in the Discord, yeah. Okay. I'm going to create a channel, friends. It's literally going to be called Lethal Code. Okay. Okay. Channel, nope. Good. Haircut's nice. You like that? Lethal Community Game Code. And then what I'll also put in here as well. I'll also put Lethal Mod Pack Code. I'll have both of those in there so that way you guys can see them both at the same time at least. All right. So if you are unsure about the mod code or the lobby code, well, I'm posting both in Discord right now. It is going to be first come, first served, obviously. Play through a set of moons, and then if you can rotate if others want to come in. But do the mods want to come in first? Mod / anybody from Midnight if they're here, friendos. I want to make sure before I post this. One quota per group? Yeah, I think so. I think that sounds like a great idea. Of course. All right. Mayor, that's all the information, friend. Join out the friends list. Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah, that'll work. All right. Oh, no, you're good, Marcus. You're fine, friend. Yeah, as soon as we say join, you're good to go. Hello. Hey, how are you? Wish the game was on console. Yeah, that'd be cool. Mayor's giving me the silent treatment. It's fine. I see my microphone. Parkour. I'm just waiting on Mr. Song to join. DM me the code. I want to make sure joining the one that works. Yeah. I'm on it. And Mrs. Phoenix. Hell yeah. Can you use Lethal on VR? I believe you can. There we go. Was push to talk being a butt?
Just my computer not recognizing my voice.
Okay, now this one, I don't have the one where you click on the, well, this is not the one where it looks like you can, oh, I'm ready to do fisticuffs. Whoops. Oh, okay. I don't, how do I get out of this? How do
I? You can press E on the arrows on the top where the numbers are.
Oh, okay. How do I stop trying to fight people?
I'm trying to look for that. J.
Oh, it was J. Okay, there we go. Thank you. Oh my God. Put a map. There we go. I need to change. I'm still naked. Oh, let's see.
They've updated our suits because now it's black and orange.
Oh, Our suits when we're not wearing anything is black and orange?
Yeah, like this.
Oh, it's weird looking. Like it looks... I don't know. This doesn't look right. I don't know what
We're
I'm
not
looking at.
prisoners anymore.
Oh. Panda, thank you for the 8 months. Appreciate you. All right. So once Song and Phoenix are in here, then I'll put the code into Discord, and then anybody can join from there, and then we'll just go. Ooh, we can open this, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot. It's been a minute.
I know. I didn't remember how push to talk worked at first.
Luckily, I bind it to the same thing on every single game, so I don't forget. Can I cheat and join off Mayor? Yes. Be the Power Rangers? We could. Mini. Like now? Yeah, sure. Yeah, you'll be all right. Yeah, don't forget your crowd control coins, and then once we land, you guys will be able to start causing chaos and havoc and madness and stuff. Yeah. Show, thank you so much for the sub, by the way, friend. Dancing Ewok, thank you for the follow. Mayor's offline. Rude. I have no idea what I'm doing with crowd control. You see something that you have enough coins for that looks like it could cause some problems, and then you redeem it. Can I do a cartwheel? No, but that kid could. A pretty great one at that. What up, Chompy? Welcome in, dude. How are you? Yeah, you're welcome. Flash, you know this is not going to go well. I assume. Yeah, I would use things like Dixper again, but the problem is that it's still broken to this day, and they just haven't tried to fix it. I don't know if they've given up or they're just like, we're still getting their money. What are they going to do? Wait on the mods. Yeah. Yeah, once they load up, then we'll be good to go. If you guys haven't already and you want to play today, the mod pack code is up in it's pinned in chat. I'll post it in Discord as well, but it is there if you want to go ahead and get ahead of the game. Yeah. Does this have, hold on. Oh, it does. Oh, I might need to be careful. Hold on. Okay. Unfortunately, I have to do that, or I'm doing that just for my sake. DMCA free mode. Oh no, there's a reset quote. Oh, reset the quota? Yeah, if there's any that I look like I need to turn them off, I absolutely can. All right, while they're joining, I'm going to do this. It's an error code for you? Oh no. I wonder why. I didn't say, I know I didn't have any problems. I got in, it loaded for me right away. Falls through immediately. It's my favorite. You guys both got error codes? What? Mayor got in. Does it have to do with, wait. Does it have to do with the lobby code? Is it friends only? Yeah, but you should still be able to join with the code. Even with friends only, you don't have to be Steam friends with them. This happened when I tried joining off you. So why is it that Mayor could join? I mean, we could always do it. We could try another lobby, I guess.
Yeah, we could.
Yeah, they can't join. And say you were able to join, zero problems.
Yeah, sometimes the mod thing just messes up, like Song said.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to start a lobby?
I can try.
Okay. Or we could have Song start one just to see if it's a person thing.
Song said
Well, he's
for
saying
the
to
others
restart.
to restart.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I don't. I shouldn't have to do that. If we're able to join, this obviously works.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mod thing doesn't download all the mods. Should double check how many you're supposed to have. That's a good point. Let's see. Does it easily tell you how many mods are in a mod pack? 95. There you go. Had to update because I haven't played in 7 million years. Oh, you had to update the game. You had to update Lethal. When I used the code, it only gave me 74. What? What is happening? This looks fun. It will be. It will be. We're dealing with mod things right now. Like the mod pack code being a butthead. And look, it's giving you guys each different numbers. Which is freaking weird. No, just mod pack, Emerald. 77. Hold on. Where does it tell you how many mods there are? Is it when you go to import the code? Thunderstorm tells you. Where does it say it though? I don't see where the number is. On the left-hand side? What? My left-hand side don't say squat. Go into the profile. I'm in the profile. Spooky, thank you for the sub. Maybe actually like in the settings. Yeah, this says 95. I also see 95. Like Mayor said. Samesies. Make sure this is the right code. This is the code. Which should be the one, or it was. Oh, did it change again? DC 77 here. Try this one again. Try that one. Let me know how many mods that one says. Boop, 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 boop. We'll get there eventually. Oh, it changes every time you export a new code. Ah, okay. Well, hopefully that one works then. I'll go to chatbot. I'll go to here, commands. Hey, what up, Cypher? How are you? 74. What is happening? When I imported it, it showed 32 mods needing an update. Had the same thing on the one we originally. What is going on? I'm staring at the profile right now with 0 updates needed on any of the mods. None. 95. That one should be good. Yes. Yes. A bunch are disabled. None of them are disabled. You might need to restart Thunderstorm Song. I see 95. I see all of them enabled. None are disabled. None. 0 of them are disabled. What was I doing before I started streaming games? I mean, kind of what I'm doing now. Like before I started streaming games, I was doing, cinematography and video editing. I just started streaming games as well. UC 95? Okay. Morgan, I don't, you've gotten a different number every single time. You're getting closer. Go here, do this. Oh God. Do that, save, get rid of that screen. UC95 now. Okay, man. Why it's taking multiple tries is crazy. That working out with us though. Yeah, I mean, we know that it works. Close off Thunderstore and update the existing profile with the code that he put in. There you go. Yeah. That should work. Playing with mods. We're playing with everybody. Once it works. Stressful Sunday. Yeah. Started Thunderstore and then entered a new code and my mod number finally matched. Weird. Freaking weird. Yeah, that's so strange. It's literally the same exact pack. New code instead of updating code is better. Yeah. Don't update, just a new one. Yeah. Gonna try it anyway? Yeah, I mean, maybe the 3 are just
I live.
You live. Your suit looks crazy.
Phoenix.
Do you see the suit?
Oh,
No, does Mare
Press the.
does Mare see the suit?
Yeah.
It's all weird and orange and black cut up.
ooh.
Instant reality, thank you for the biddies. Weird. I don't know if that's like a mod that got jacked up or what. I don't know, but whatever.
No, I think that's just lethal.
That's just the way that it looks
base.
now.
Yeah.
That is weird. I don't know how
Yeah.
I feel about it.
Let's hear. Let me change quickly. Goodness gracious.
I don't want to look like that. There we go. The Pink Ranger.
Yeah.
You don't want to be Hello Kitty?
Oh.
Wait, there's Hello Kitty?
Yeah, there's a Hello Kitty suit.
Pretty sure it's a mod. Base lethal is still
Okay.
orange. I don't know. I guess I'll have to check it out later. Oh, look at it. It's so nice. Last code you sent on Discord imported a new profile with the name FlashForce. This new code lethal is community day mod CC is the default profile name. I did not. That is weird that it sent you that because I don't have a mod pack named FlashForce CC mod pack. That I have an old one. This has become quite the annoying predicament. We will get there though, I swear. The base suit was normal for me last night. I got you. Okay. All right. Let me do this. Can we please pin this message for people
That
for
was
the mod
Framing
code?
Morgan. And she said, Mare.
I was gonna say she could also technically join off of me.
There.
One of us.
Do that. All right, did Mr. Song figure it out? Okay. Now
Ooh,
everybody's seeing the right
kitty on your
thing.
shoulder.
Oh my! Oh,
Let's go.
A kitty on the shoulder?
Yeah.
Yeah, Hello Kitty.
Oh, you
Yeah,
do?
she has
Oh,
a little
I was on the
Hello
right.
Kitty
I was
on
on
her
this side of
shoulder.
you. I was like, what are you
you're like,
talking about?
"What?
Oh,
I see nothing.
now it makes sense. Oh, look at. Oh, everyone all in. Almost. Yeah. I appreciate the patience, friends.
Actually, you
Again,
can change it in the lobby now.
change what?
You're out. What accessories you're wearing?
Oh, yeah. Instead of having to back all the way out,
Yeah.
the game has a new cutscene. Yeah, that happened to me too. Yep. Stuff happens. Yeah, I know. It's annoying. You definitely don't want to deal with it.
Yes.
Wait, how do I unfocus?
It just does it automatically once you stop.
I'm still focused on it. Oh wait, there we go. What the hell?
Look over here, Flash. An old relic.
A floppy. Oh, wait a minute. Does this go in there? Get out of here. What does it say? Missing something. Missing data?
I live.
Ah, Jesus
Oh my
Christ.
god, and your spicy volumes.
Oh, it said there was an error. Oh my god. There we go. All right,
Volumes in my brain.
friends.
You know I'm not.
Oh, I
That
hope
should
not,
be it.
please.
With the mod pack code updated and
must
with the
protect the
lethal
brain
community game
cells.
code as well.
I could not join off of the code though. I put it in and hit enter, and then it just recycled the lobby list. So I don't know
If
that's
others are
working
able to
100%.
join, then we need to talk to your electronics.
Well, you know, I'm in IT, so things naturally just work for me, or don't work
Oh,
for me.
is
All
that
right.
how that works?
Yes, that's how.
But
that
yeah, if you guys can't see the
Based on
channel
your
in
track
Discord,
record, I'm not sure.
if you can't see the channel
Listen
in
here.
Discord, if you go to
Okay.
the top,
I'm listening.
click on
Called me
server.
toxic
If you
earlier.
go to click on the name Flash and
That's
Friendos and
toxic.
show all channels. It's not working. People are saying it's not working.
The host code?
Let's see. Yeah.
It wasn't prompting me to put in a password, so I'm wondering if that's what the
Hi.
issue is.
Let me try.
Stay out there. Oh, hey,
Okay.
how are you? How's the weather out there?
Empty. Void of all being. Can't join. Okay.
Well, at least it's not
Oh.
snowing.
They're
I
saying they
joined
can,
via code and it worked.
you joined in the code. Like what? Where's the chosen one?
Seriously.
Oh, Hail Mary.
How,
It shouldn't be. No, because if it's a public
How are
lobby,
you
that means
able
anybody
to
can join.
Get it in. I mean, the code entered, but then when I hit enter, it just recycled.
What do you mean it recycled?
Like when I
Let
put
me
in
see
the
what
code in the
code
green
Flash
bar
put
and
in.
then hit enter,
Okay.
all it did was recycle the lobby list.
Did you make sure that there wasn't a space after the code?
Yes? Question mark.
That sounds like not sure.
I mean, I can leave and join again if we want to risk that.
What song's talking about it's happening to you? No space after
Then
the
again,
code,
it's
still
just
nothing.
me, so you know.
I wonder what's happening, why it's not letting people join. I could try. I would say I could try another lobby real fast just to see what happens. Maybe the lobby's just borked.
Oh,
Okay.
Song joined?
Okay, so plot twist.
Worked.
It didn't work last time, but this time I pasted the code in, hit enter, and it worked fine. So yeah, I got
Okay.
nothing. It should be fine.
I mean, if you
It was
guys
an
were able,
ID10T error, user issue.
100% a screw loose behind the keyboard.
hi, Mr. Carr. Mine equals boggled. No go for me. Yeah, what the trick right now is trying to figure out if anybody that is not a friend of mine on Steam can join, which they should be able to via the code. Should. Alex, thank you for the gifted sub. You joined through the code again? Holy
Yeah,
shit.
I'm checking some things out.
Who is that?
Oh, hang on.
Jesus Christ, song.
Yeah, that song, writing
in
the
the hand, dude.
songographs, you know.
The keyboard microphone was not a good investment.
Should have
Look,
bought a
I'm
second
trying to
monitor
rival Evie
instead.
for the amount of clickety
Holy
clacks that are
F.
shown.
He's like,
Okay.
no, you shouldn't have to be Steam friends. That's the entire point of the code.
Yeah, I copy and pasted the exact code from your Discord channel, and
I could try to see, I could
That
try to
worked for
add
me.
people just to see. Maybe that's why having to add people is a thing, because it's doing this.
Or have Morgan try, because Morgan's not friends with you. And if she can make it in,
So
we'd be fine.
Morgan just said that she's not seeing the correct number of mods in the pack still.
Right, which I don't know how to solve that if everyone else is seeing the correct number.
Yeah.
yeah.
We'll try. Okay.
It looks like she's saying it has the right name, but not the right number. It's showing 92 only.
And we're sure that it's the correct Thunderstore version, like all updated, all as well.
Yes.
Are we sure about that? Or are we saying we assume that it is?
I mean, we're assuming it is.
Ah,
'Cause
so
it
it's
does
not,
come
yes,
up with
it's
the
an
right name.
assumption. Yeah, but it could still give you the right name, but it might not be able to get the correct mod list if you're not on the correct version.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
my
true.
version was
Yeah.
fully updated. My Thunderstore was fully updated.
Yeah,
I
Thunderstore
imported the code,
Right.
the second code that you posted, and then I got 95 mods immediately
Yeah.
and just loaded up.
Yeah.
It was not
Yeah.
very hard.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And Thunderstore should be 1.73.0.
Let's see.
That's the one I'm running at least.
Yes, 1.73.0 is the one that I have as well.
Yes. And Lethal, I think, is version 69 right now, Kickity.
I think you might be right. I was gonna say we could always just try to run one to see if people are, but that's not gonna be helpful because people aren't gonna be able to try and join. That's it. Literally sounds like his keyboard's like that. Yeah, I don't know.
Did Chiba have
Okay.
this much issue?
I don't know.
FYI, the mic is like across the desk from where I am.
I think so.
Lethal's been a bit weird when it comes to the Thunderstore.
Do you want to just
Chiba,
make a new
there were a
lobby with a
couple
new lobby
issues.
code and see if we can all join from
Yeah,
code?
yeah, we could try that.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Okay.
there were a couple issues with Chiba's, with a couple of us having the same
We'll try.
issues.
Okay, or I can't leave. Well, this is fun. I can't leave. Okay. Then we're just gonna force quit it. Enjoy, enjoy your Lethal forever. Think we found the problem? I don't like. It's still there. It won't go away. Holy shit! All right, let's load it again via the Thunderstores. Oh yeah, anybody in ads is not missing anything. Still trying to figure it out. Nothing like a classic, like 30-minute troubleshooting session. Okay. It's loading as we speak. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, ads are done. Or they're finishing. The game was like locked up on me. It was locked up and I don't know why. So we'll try again. See how it goes. I mean, I guess worst comes to worst. I mean, I guess I could always set it to public. Could try it. The code still doesn't work for the lobby. Well, it shouldn't because the lobby's not active. The lobby's not live right now. Yeah. What camera mic do I use? I have a Shure SM7B and I have a A5100 Sony with a 16 millimeter art lens from Sigma. Rip lobby. We're going to try again. Because look, private means you must send invites through Steam. Public means your game will be visible on the server list for all to see, which is what we don't want. So that should work. Let me change the, well, I could change the server name. Just like fresh. You know what? I'm going to go to this one. Okay. What Celsius do we have today? We have Arctic Vibe. Okay. I'm going to try this and I'll update the code. Like the poo server. Yeah, but I wonder if the name, I don't know. Maybe it's giving it issues. Crew size? I put 8, didn't I? Did I not put 8? 12? Oh, god damn it. Hey, there we go. There was a test of me being allowed to leave. I thought I put 8. Weird. What does it taste like? Arctic vibe. It's very like berry, like frozen berry.
Welcome to your
Hi.
new automated ship. I'm
Thanks.
sure you already know what you signed up for.
Yeah, I do.
Collect the scrap and do not disappoint us.
Okay. I thought I saw you put 8. I swear I put 8. All right. I'm sending these beans. This. Morgan, do I have you on Discord? I saw 8 too. Good. Then I'm not that crazy. Just a little bit. Just a smidge. You do now. Okay. Yeah, I messaged you just to see if that would work. Oh, when I click the other spot, I've reset it. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. We'll do this one. So now it refreshes the servers when I use the code. Is it the mod? Like, is it that mod that is just being an absolute heinous anus? Do we think that's the issue? I might have to start adding people, which is going to get really annoying. It might be the mod itself. Maybe that's what the issue is. Because like if you're entering the code in, which is, I mean, it's the exact one I just copied. It's refreshing the server list. That makes 0 sense. Yeah, it's the exact same code. Well, hell. I mean, but then this doesn't add up.
Okay, so I can't join off the code either, but I
Okay.
can join off your friends list. So we may just have to add people.
Okay. Or they can join and then they can, well, I guess our friends can also join off of you guys as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like first people can probably just join off of whichever
Okay.
mod they're friends with.
Okay. If people want to try to join on the code, they can. It looks like that mod is being just an absolute jerk face.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
It's-
that's our problem. Is I think that
I
mod
joined
is
off of you and not off of the code.
Okay. Then what I can do, I can start adding people.
But I'm sure Song will stick around and be your guinea pig of adding friends.
Yay, guinea pig.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Make
fine.
Song do it.
Wow.
Well, especially
Hey, Ronan.
having your mod be the one that adds friends.
Then,
Not
then,
a bad
ag-
idea.
then again,
Well,
that's
listen.
a pig, not a guinea pig. So my bad.
Well, I mean, you know, to each is their own. When in Rome, as Doc says.
Alright, I am gonna turn down my mic. a
In
little
Roman? What?
What?
Okay,
When
is
in
this
Rome?
better?
You're gonna
That's
turn your mic down a little
Yeah.
bit? That would be
Yeah.
great. In
bit.
fact.
Wow.
All right.
To be fair, Song, you sound normal to me.
You know what? I'm just gonna.
Hey, I said you sound normal.
Well, you
Needs all the
sound normal
friends. Do need
now.
all the
You
friends.
were only a little spicy right at the beginning. It's fine.
Alright.
Send me a friend request on Steam. I got you.
I'm just gonna talk. I'm just gonna censor myself
okay,
for
I have
everything.
a lot.
I'm gonna say, hey guys.
I'm gonna need anybody
Oh,
that
I
sent me a
was gonna say
request.
when you said you were gonna censor yourself,
If you could
I thought
send
you
me
were
a
gonna, like,
request
change how you
again,
talk, and
that
I was
would
like,
be
I don't know if you're
wonderful.
capable there, buddy.
Wow. I mean, true, but wow.
Because what I did, there was a bunch of
That's why
requests in there
Sarah
from
banned
before,
you.
so I just ignored them.
Wow.
But I'll add you guys. If I see you pop up, I'll add you. Is Steam lagging or is it Twitch?
Don't blame Siri bot for
it's
your
not my stream.
spiciness.
It's definitely not my stream. Can you join Song? If you see either Song or Phoenix or Mare on your list and you can join, let her rip. It's Twitch. Okay. Can I point out that the crew size says up to 32 as well?
This game is perfect. There are no problems. What are you talking about?
God damn it.
So about those Phasmo bugs.
I like how Ninjas, it just said player 4 at first. This is
Hello?
great. Hello.
Gosh.
Hello.
I am finally here.
All right.
Hey.
There's Morgan. Trash can, I see you, and I can look at more. Hi,
Ooh, so many
Carumba.
choices.
Are you joining now? Yeah, if you can. If you can't join right away, if there's anybody that's in the game, you're welcome to join off of them. But
I'm gonna wear this
I'm
suit.
sure as soon as there's death and running and giggles, we will forget that we had
I know.
any problems.
Ninja, would you be able to go
There's
on
a
push to
ninja
talk,
suit.
friend? How do I
Yes.
add one of you? You should be able to find
'cause
me.
everybody could be on push to talk.
Yeah.
No.
that'd
I'm
be
looking at you.
wunderbar.
I'm
I
looking
am
at you.
never gonna be on push
Song
to talk.
with your
You have a lovely hat.
key.
Thank you.
There's just
Hey.
keyboard taps and violent
Where'd you buy
breathing.
that? Disney?
You think you're exaggerating,
No,
but you
no,
are
but it's
not.
gonna be the entire typing way. It's
Whoa.
Yeah, how
Hello?
do we know a song
Hello?
is in game?
Jesus. Yeah, if you want to add me on Steam, I can add you guys. I'll add you guys back for today for sure.
God damn.
I hate your face. Whoever's doing it. I hate your face.
Hi.
Morgan.
Hi.
Hi.
It said error adding friend. Please
We
try
did
again. Okay, if it's saying error adding friend,
We
listen.
made it.
I can't-
have
I
to
wonder if it
manually
was-
send you.
Steam's
I know.
having
I went through
issues.
every single one, and I still couldn't find the one that I was missing. But I'm assuming lethal hands. I feel like that's one that would.
Oh, okay.
But
All
I
right, how
would-
many
I
people are in here
found-
right now? 1, 2, 3. Wait, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 8 people in here right now. We can start with our group
Yeah,
here, and then we
let's
can
start.
worry about
Cool.
later. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, finally, here's the madness.
Okay. I have push to talk enabled. Now you guys should be fine.
Yay! Let's go.
Alert. Closing the ship's shutters.
Don't forget that crowd control is still on. Friends. Do not forget. Channel points. Redeem.
Alert. Opening the ship's
Why am I sideways? Why am I sideways?
Oh, because you were in an emote as it landed.
Christ.
All right. Well, prepare yourselves, friends.
No, thank you.
Run away from Flash.
No, what if they do it to you though?
That sucks. Bye.
Bye. Have a great time.
Where's Mare? She's missing.
Oh God. Oh well. Wee. Shit.
Oh my goodness.
All right, I'm gonna leave that there. Oh, I still have high jump. Oh crap. Ah crap. I can't. Okay,
Lord
fine.
have mercy.
What
No.
hap-
Don't.
Don't know. You came out real fast.
No.
What happened?
No.
Ow. Hey. Please protect him at all costs. Ow. I'm injured. Oh my, I got speed. Oh shit. Oh God, that's a bracken. It's a bracken. It's a bracken. Run! Run, man, run! Oh shit. Shut up! I'm using it! Hello? Oh, this is where I was. Oh my God. Stop it. Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Hi?
Oh, hello. Oh God.
There's a weeping angel near the entrance.
Okay. Oh, great. All right, so we have a weeping. All right, I'm coming. Yeah, keep note, friends, of things that we should turn off, change, whatever. Just let me know. I found an old abandoned Game Boy. Hello? Is there a reason there's a dead player here? Hello? Hey. That was mine. Oh, Thunder, thank you for the coin. Well, F it, man. We're going for it.
No.
Oh my God.
An egg.
Egg.
It's always an egg.
I used a teleporter and it took me to the front door.
Scared.
Oh,
I love
Heard a
that
lot.
for you.
Woo!
is there a weeping angel?
They said there was
There
There
one.
was
Yeah.
one inside.
That's why
It killed
I ran
someone
to
and I just
the
watched
front.
it. and then
Thunderbolt, thank you for the
slowly
coins,
walked away.
friend. Oh my god. Okay, well, we currently have 456 on the sheep.
The sheep.
On the sheep.
Oh,
So
I think that
maybe
means we
don't
leave now.
get struck by lightning and we leave now.
Yeah, we probably could.
why did I go outside? I was like, ooh, lightning?
Lightning?
It's Grease Lightning.
God damn it.
Yeah, the coil head's still at the
Son,
front.
You'll be alright.
Lightning? Olivia, you fucking asshole. Hi, Song. Shall we boogie?
Ow, why am I getting
Okay.
hurt?
This is, can I just show you my favorite emote?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Oh no! That is appropriate. That is appropriate. All right. Well, I mean, what time is it? I can't see the time unless I go outside.
Yeah.
It's 12. It's only 12:40.
Listen,
I'm going
if
back
you
in.
want to go get electrocuted on your way back in, that's on you, buddy.
It'll be fine.
Just
Let's
don't
go, Song.
It'll be fine. How does everything look inside of crowd control, peeps? Does it look okay? Does it seem okay? Oh shit! I'm right.
Either
Alright.
that or crowd control.
Oh god, I have to jump.
Godspeed.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're.
we-
Oh,
we-
do you have mega
Weeping
jump or
Angel.
something?
Yeah, I
So be
do.
careful.
I love that for you. One of your little friends in
Oh,
chat
apparently I'm
knocked me to
injured now.
50 HP.
Animals. Ooh, ooh.
Oh, have fun. Bye.
A gift. Did you hear? Does anybody want to play?
I have the coil head's body.
There's a roof there.
Oh,
You might
look.
want to
You
do
do.
that out in the open.
No, you can have that back. That was a present for you.
Come on.
That was a present. I have 20 HP.
Everyone loves us, Lanky. Oh, they're gone.
I have 20
Roll back time
HP
as soon
if
as you
want
said.
that,
You looked at
'cause
the
I will
clock.
die
Oh.
if I touch it.
All right. I'll be
Bye.
fine. Oh, jeez.
Okay, so one of your fucking assholes. I am at 3 HP. Someone somewhere injured me.
So
And
do
now
I
I'm
need to
back
make
to
some
50?
adjustments to crowd control?
I don't know, but I just keep getting ouchied.
So do they.
Huh.
There's a weeping angel in there, and this
I see
person
that.
died. So yeah, there was some stuff on the ground there too that they were carrying, but
Do you think we can get it
Yeah.
safely?
Why did you just pull out the
it's
chip?
close
Safely?
to it, so
Oh,
probably
mimic
not.
are also my safety.
Yeah,
Thoughts
it's
and
very
prayers?
close to it, so probably
We'll be
not.
fine. We'll be fine.
I don't know where it is.
I do.
Okay.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, that's an ouchie.
There's a dog?
I got an
Is that a
ouchie.
dog?
I got an
Is that a
ouchie.
dog?
I got
Oh,
an
I
ouchie.
am at 11 HP now.
Oh, it burns.
Thank you,
Oh, it
crowd
burns.
control.
Sent you to my
Ow.
team. I
Thank
got
crowd
you.
Control.
Yeah, I got you, Marcus.
I'm gonna get back to the ship with this body.
Yeah,
as much as
I like
can.
that's a great idea.
Do we want this mimic face? I guess we do. Ow.
Ow. I ran out of juice. Oh, a car. Whee!
I got
Yeah, we
teleported
spawned with a car,
here.
apparently.
Oh.
I got teleported. Hi. Thank
Hey,
you.
yo.
I
Crowd
think Mare
Control?
tried to get us a flashlight, but then a Leviathan ate her.
Oh.
Well, that's a thing.
All right.
Oh,
Why?
God, so
Yeah.
confused. That's okay.
Freaking
You
out.
should be.
Something was talking
Ow.
to me in Mare's voice, but it was.
Do we
not
have any
Mare.
electronics in here right now?
You dogs, they're in here.
Hey,
Let's
shut
go
up,
in here.
idiot!
They can't hear me, you fools. Get
Oh.
back to
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
We were all just like, oh, someone healed me. Thank you, crowd control.
Good luck. There's a dog right outside.
Song? Mare? Is that real
I'm
Mare?
upstairs.
Mare!
All right, we're gonna go.
Hi.
We should probably go then. Let's
Yeah, I'm
get
on
out
it.
of here.
Look at that
Yeah, 'cause
dog.
there's a dog right there.
Wanna pet that dog?
Mare said, I am on
Hi,
the roof.
doggo.
You wanna pet that dog? Wanna pet that dog?
We're
Also
not
send a
supposed
request.
to
I got
outside.
you.
Alert. Closing the
Oh.
shitters.
Did
Someone
Closing the
teleported me
ships.
back before I could jump.
Oh,
They
the
said
game
you
did.
live.
Oh, sustain the
I'm-
most
I'm
injuries. Let's
secretly-
go.
I'm secretly a lizard.
Nice.
also you're naked,
Nice.
Morgan.
Sorry?
Alert.
You're
Morgan,
naked.
why are
You're
you so
wearing black
naked?
and orange.
Oh my god.
I'm naked!
Phoenix, you are too.
Guys, this is a PG
So
stream.
rude.
Please.
PG? Should probably
Yeah.
stop saying shush your butt.
Language. It's English.
I'll be a glowing skeleton, I suppose.
Not in my Minecraft server.
Closing the ships.
Oh, whoa.
Morgan, we're matching.
I don't remember this ride at Disney World.
Cute.
Shutters.
Whoa, looking for
Right,
group?
we're matching.
Huh?
Looking for group?
Hold on. Wait.
I
Wait.
picked us a map, Fla.
Oh, I flash.
Oh, the honk isn't doing anything.
Am I in that
Oh,
location?
I am really tempted to let
Yeah.
the car go.
No, don't you.
Uh,
Escargot?
Watch out!
What do you mean, watch out? Oh.
Yeah, you're wearing Hello Kitty now.
How do I get out of the car? I know what to do.
Oh my.
On it.
Should we
Whee!
lever before more people join Flash?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
Where are we going?
Oh, are more people joining? That's crazy.
Oh, not yet. Not yet.
Closing the ship's shutters.
Try to keep it to.
Just closing the ship.
Try to keep it to this number as much as we can. I'll wait till they speak. Yeah, we'll try to keep it as close to this number as we can.
Shutters.
So everyone join at the same time. Got it.
No, don't you shut your lips.
Morgan.
Shut your lips.
When I talk about somebody.
Oh, that car.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, that's just rude. That was my ladder.
Right?
Mary and I always like using that
Oh
ladder.
god. Oh, it's an eclipse.
Oh,
Why do you have a sign?
because
Why
you
is
need
that
to
a threat?
yield. You need to yield. I'm here for safety.
You're the safety guy.
I'm the safety guy. Everybody, please yield. Please yield. Please give right away to the person in front of you.
No, I
Which
have
means
that
just keep going
keyboard
forward.
because I normally use it.
Got
but
it.
I normally
I
don't
was like,
have
wait.
to use it.
If you put it on your mouse, then you won't forget to push. You
Yeah,
know,
that's what I
don't
do.
Forget to push it.
1,000,000%.
But
Push to
not-
talk is forever
Yeah.
on my mouse.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
like, it's just.
Oh, it's this one. Ooh. Oh, wait, where's the elevator?
Kershaw. go
Kerchow. Oh, bitch. Oh, bitch.
Yield.
Oh,
Yield.
bitch.
Yield.
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 You. No, my weapon. Stop humping my friend. Stop it.
Holding my friend. Oh, someone died. I'm gonna take them back to the ship.
I'm hurting. I'm not feeling so good. I am the safety man. Oh, hey, we can go down there now. They cocooned our friend. All right. Are we ready? We gotta go. We gotta go. Oh, you left me. Hello?
Hi.
Hi. There's the blob up there now.
Oh, great.
Oh, trash.
Yeah, but it's a two-handed item.
Okay.
It goes back up. Did you kill it?
There was two. I killed one at least. Maybe both?
Maybe, because I don't see it.
Okay.
There's a turret to the right,
Okay.
around the corner over there.
Roger that. Over there. Oh, God damn it. It's a pig lizard.
Oh no.
Yeah. Right. Thank you for getting coins, friend. No, get away from me. Back off.
It's a puppy. It's fine.
It's a little pig.
There's
That's
a spider.
a spider now. Look at it.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I don't want to.
No. We don't want to. No, back off. Help. No, don't leave me. Don't leave me. No. Mayor, why would you do this to me? You shit. That's right. Not.
Hey, you did it.
We did it. I hear someone yelling, not friendly, not friendly. All right, we're good. Get balked, you jerk. Hello? Guys? Hello? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, shit. Oh, that's where the turret was Mira was talking about. What are we hearing right now?
Can't find anything.
Here, I got something for you.
Oh, yay!
That's a knife. Why don't I have danger eyes? Why don't I have danger eyes? What's happening?
Song died, I think. He got shot by a turret.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Look what I found.
Okay, we can try to go back to the elevator. Eee. Are you ready? We'll be all right. We'll be fine. You good? Phoenix?
I'm in.
Okay. Oh, God, I can't see.
You're gonna die again. You dead?
Who's stabbing the dog?
Just Flash, you know.
Just doing normal things. Oh! You're doing great, sweetie.
Yeah, it's like it's dead.
Your son's outside class.
You're
Benjamin.
doing great.
I stabbed. I stabbed.
What a thing to say.
I was wondering what those noises were.
Dude, it's me.
I stabbed.
I was like, oh shit. And then I saw the knife. I was like,
Open it
I
up.
was going
Okay.
crazy.
Open it up.
Door's open.
Open the door.
Oh,
Your
man.
son's out there.
You say the sun?
Hello?
No,
Oh, my
your
son.
Son.
Benjamin?
Oh.
I haven't fed him in weeks.
He's over there.
Benjamin! Benjamin! Hello?
Oh.
You dirty rat. I see you. I see you. Don't try to pull my own
No.
tricks on me. You get out of here.
I don't know what you're talking
You
about.
get out of here.
Got a body block flash out there.
Okay, what time is it?
I don't know if it was you or
I can't
Clay
tell.
the first time
It's
I played
3.
this that they dropped a tiny ladder on me and it
Yes.
still killed me. I don't remember who that was, but it was
Yes.
one of y'all.
Coming back.
Also, when I walk through this, it hurts me. Never mind, your chat is hurting me.
Yeah,
Disregard.
it's chat.
I was like, why is this dead dog hurting me? It's not.
All right, do we go
I
back
think
in?
everyone else is dead.
Oh, okay. Well,
So we do not go back in.
no.
It's 3:30.
Okay, maybe we bring people back. How much is it to bring
Yeah.
people back in crowd control? Is it a lot?
I wonder how they all died. Ow. Chat.
Let me see.
Did you get attacked by a spore lizard, Morgan?
Me? Well, they're about to kill me. I'm at. Okay, they gave me health again.
I think it was a combination of
alive
Spore
again.
Lizard and Blob.
Hey.
I think I
Yeah,
got.
like a
I got
girl.
Stuck
lizarded.
in the elevator with a weeping angel, and the spore lizard bit me to death.
Oh no!
I had
So
Ghost Girl on
turns
me.
out there were 2 turrets down there.
Oh, no.
We're leaving.
Yeah, damaged crewmate is pretty cheap.
Let's see.
Oh, bye,
Damage,
dog.
Heard a ghost girl.
crewmate.
Kisses.
Bye, dogs. Yeah, I died to Ghost Girl.
Kisses.
Whose horse was that?
Closing the ship shutters.
It's only a game. Why do you have to be mad?
What? It's just Gib. The most
To return, no,
paranoid.
revive. Revive was the one that I was curious
Secretly
about.
a lizard. Me and Phoenix are lizards together. It's great.
Nice.
I'm
We're
a
doing
team
great. Team.
player.
Morgan,
I'm a
just for
team-
you, Morgan, I increased
I
the
keep getting killed
damage
by
player
everything.
a bit.
Oh no.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I was
So
like,
how
I
much?
was getting damaged a lot.
By like quadruple. Yes.
Thank you. You're my
You're
hero.
welcome. No, it's okay.
I just kept getting, like I saw
Listen,
on your
we're gonna do
stream my
enough damage
body
to ourselves.
twitching from the damage. I was just
Literally.
Alert.
I
We're
went into the last map with 50 health. 'Cause
Yeah.
I
Oh,
got
I went in
damaged
with
player,
20.
and I was like,
That spider wrecked me. I was down to like 10, I think.
And I love that you just did not yield and you
Nope.
kept just fucking
Listen,
kiting
I
it.
was the safety advisor. I tried to take care of the crew.
Safety advisor.
Somebody
got
got turned
left
into
behind.
a blunt accidentally.
I got left
Imagine being safe.
I got
Plus-
stuck up.
All the
Everybody
ground
took the
control
elevator
points.
down and left me up there with the slime and the spore lizard, and
The
then a ghost girl
slime.
spawned.
Oh no.
Aquastorm,
It's
thank you
safe
for the
to be on the
coins.
railing, right?
All right.
As our safety advisor.
Yeah.
Oh,
Definitely.
flag. Oh,
Let's
here,
see.
song, I'm joining you. Nice.
Oh,
Oh, I turned off the music that one time I was overstimulated. Let me
Experimentation.
turn that back on. How do I turn it
Offense,
back
Stormy, Adamance. Oh, we go to Adamance.
on? There we go.
gosh.
Autopilot ship's already. Oh, never mind. Mayor's
We're
already
so
on
fast.
it. I shouldn't pay attention to the screen. All right. Whenever everyone's ready, we're ready to drop.
Okay, I'm in the ship.
Aquastorm.
Ah!
Oh, you don't
stay
have to be in the ship.
outside.
You'll be fine. Yeah, you could stay outside.
You say that frequently.
Well, no, I'm saying it will.
Actually fine.
It will spawn you back in here. Doing great, sweetie.
I thought I fell off.
It's a lot of mods. It takes a second to load. But I mean, for the most part, though, the mods have been seeming okay.
Opening the ship's shutters.
I realized that the
That
mod
was
queue
so
thing
laggy
on
for
my
a second.
screen is over top of.
Yeah, that was
my
crazy.
face.
I was, like,
Hi,
on
baby.
the, I was on the planet already, and then I just was in the ship again.
Phoenix!
I could leave that there, but I
Yes?
could change it.
Hi, baby. Love you.
Oh my god!
It wasn't my fault.
Oh shit!
Play with crowd control, they said. It'll be fun, they said.
It's fine. It's fine. Oh, it's this one again. I remember the last time we saw this. Hey! Hey!
Bye. Bye. Ow.
You think you can leave me?
Oh, hello. Oh, sorry.
Oh, that was a nice superhero landing.
Superhero.
Oh, a hammer!
I got the hammer.
Not the elevator music? I love it. I love the elevator music. All right. Ooh. Oh, 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 oh. No, 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 fuck off. Fuck, god damn it.
Oh,
I tried to be the safety
okay,
advisor.
okay.
Should I? Should I
What?
just YOLO it and
Do
fly?
it. Fuck it, we ball.
Do
Phoenix,
it.
what the hell just happened to you?
What? Yeah, it was
Alright.
Bracken.
What is
there?
But it was like,
don't even
it was
know
like a
anymore.
supersized Bracken?
Yeah,
Benjamin!
there were like 3 of them, and they all
Benjamin!
ate my face.
My son is
Oh,
here.
bye.
Look,
Hello!
it's my boy.
Man, I'm going.
Gotcha,
No, my
you
father
bastards.
help.
What's that sound?
Get it, song. Bye, song!
Bye, song. Oh.
Nailed it.
Nice.
Nailed it. He had 20 HP from your friend. There's a dog.
Oh my. Who was that?
I'm back.
Who just got killed by the dog?
It was me,
I also got-
Morgan!
Jessica.
I also
I'm
got
in
killed
here.
by the
Oh
dog.
no.
It was me, Jessica.
There's a robot still.
Yes, it's still there. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I'm going for it. You know what the kids say these days?
House.
Ride or die. I don't know what they say.
How do I get in there? Oh, it's locked.
There's bees. That's not a bee.
Oh.
That ain't no bee. New creature sent to
No.
terminal. Lovely.
Lovely.
I have a feeling it knows we're here. I don't need this apparatus right now.
I'm a-
Oh, goo! Many goos! All the goos! Side goo sauce! Oh, shit! Oh, my God. There's stuff happening down there. Try and kick his ass, Seabass! Oh, shit! Benjamin? 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 Benjamin?
It's nowhere safe.
Fuck. So, you guys are spicy. Stop it.
Come here.
Oh, god damn it. Is there something in the walls? Oh, Benjamin's going for a snack. You're living in my walls. I don't want it anymore. There goes Benjamin. Living his best life. Okay, dude. You think I can make it? Oh, Jesus Christ! Fucking YOLO. Fucking YOLO. What? Holy Dickens! Ah, Benjamin!
Oh, there's a forest keeper coming through the ground!
It's a Benjamin!
Oh my!
Look out! Everybody run!
Benjamin!
Oh, go.
Holy shit! No, Benjamin, no!
Benjamin,
Benjamin, no! Bad Benjamin! No! Benjamin, no! No!
Oh my!
Bad Benjamin! No snacks for you! Go away! Shoot!
Bad, bad, bad.
Shoot! Shoot! Go away! No! I don't want any! That's right! You go sleepies!
Did you just put your child to bed permanently?
I did.
That's okay.
What a thing to do.
Look, he's so
I
tired.
saw that
Look,
arm reach out of the ground.
He fell asleep while I was yawning.
He's so sleepy.
He's dead! That's
He fell asleep
hilarious.
mid-yawn.
Okay. Well, this was fun.
Was it?
There's like
Yeah, the ghost
50
girls come at
brackens
me.
in
Now flashed.
Guys, is
Yes,
this really
it
the
has.
time for this?
Yes. It's the perfect moment. Excuse me, bird. You got an issue out here? You got it.
I think they do.
Yeah, they do.
Oh,
Big time.
hell. All right.
Let me out. Let me out. I gotta
alright.
pick a fight with something.
Okay. You have
I
fun.
wish I had a shovel.
What do you pick
Oh.
a fight with?
No, press J.
I don't know.
Yeah, dukes.
Nice.
Put your
Jay.
dukes up.
There's a bird. That's a dog. Oh. Bring it on, dog.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no!
Damn it. We went
I'm
out fighting.
incredibly deceased. we went out fighting. Hi, Phoenix.
You guys doing great.
Hi, Emerald.
Oh, hi.
Uh-oh.
Mayor, the only smart one to
Yeah,
not try to
everybody
attack the dog.
We're back.
I'm gonna fight it.
Oh.
Another one.
Oh,
Oh, Jesus, get out. Get out. Oh, I can smell its undercarriage.
I mind. I'm not gonna fight it. I don't even know where it went.
Back in the ship.
Get out. Get out.
Close the door. Good.
I can smell its undercarriage. It wasn't good.
No!
Okay.
Smell its undercarriage. What a statement.
needs a bath. Hey! Oh God, no!
We should
Look
leave.
to the next person who's haunted.
Oh, shit. It's gonna.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, close
We
that.
should leave.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know why you want to
man.
leave. This place seems so safe.
It's so friendly.
That robot.
Yeah, this is a great place.
All the sleeping
Yeah,
Benjamins.
it's so friendly.
It's all normal.
Closing the ship shutters.
And Morgan, wait till you get the ghost girl on. you.
Bye, Benjamin.
No, thank you.
Oh my God.
Those
You're
girls
least
are
likely
evil.
to die next time. Ka-chow. Anyway.
I like that I'm had the least fun.
I always see Ghost Girl.
Oh my word. All right, give me a second. I
feel
want to
so called
see
out.
how many people are trying. We're gonna go sell stuff anyway.
It appears you lot have run out of time fooling around with
Sell
the train.
stuff.
I've included enough scrap to reach your subtle quota. You know what happens when...
Alert.
We're in
Opening the
I
ship
see.
shutters.
I'm gonna pull the lever to go to the company.
Okay.
Okay.
Alert.
Love causing chaos. I open the door. So far, I think everything with crowd control has been okay. Has anything seemed wonky or weird? I think it's been pretty okay. Put your dukes. Get your dukes. Ow, stop. Ow,
What about
stop.
the mouse is
Stop.
cute?
That hurts.
Ow, stop,
Stop.
ow,
Stop. No.
No.
It hurts.
Don't forget to save some stuff to gamble with.
Yeah. We just want to sell enough.
Was that at a casino?
That actually should be
Yeah,
enough.
boy.
Can I stop
Like,
focusing,
the
please?
quota's like 500.
We only had like 2 something in the ship, didn't we?
Wait a minute.
So we had 600.
I thought we had like 5
Oh,
something,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, we just haven't turned anything in yet. Yeah.
Hello?
What are those, by the way? So crowd control is a way for you guys to control my game. Big boy hungry.
Don't honk the horn at him.
Careful, SpongeBob.
I like to live life on the edge.
Let him get his snack. Hold on. Poor guy.
No time for snacks.
Hello? Sorry.
I'll ground myself.
Why do I
now.
hear like a jug of water?
That's
Oh, it's the ground. I was like, oh, look at the ground. It's actually wet. Oh.
Oh, ew.
Why is it wet?
Ew.
Squelch, squelch, squelch.
I don't like
I don't wanna
squelchy
be
One gripe
noises.
is the ghost girl went to waste.
still
Oh.
Yeah, he
Come
has
on,
a
Jeb,
We can always
grab
refund
the
it.
stuff.
Come on, Jeb.
Going.
Let's go.
Jip. Jip. The door is open, yes?
Duh.
Yeah, that's why we can't put anything down yet.
Give it, Jeb.
Jeb,
It says
hurry
that,
up.
okay, it says that
Little
we
bit of
haven't
bell
turned
roulette.
anything in.
Yeah, it's because it's still open.
Jeb?
Jeb took a nap after his large meal.
I broke him. Did I break him?
I don't think we can fix it. Why is it warped? This hotel
Fix it.
sucks.
He's very upset.
Yeah, why is it not working? What up, Insane? How are you? He took a nap. What a jerk. I got nothing. I don't,
I got a horn.
if we
Yeah, I
can't
think
turn
it broke.
anything in.
You might have to restart the
Good
lobby and you
dance.
can turn in.
Oh, yeah. I know what you mean. Okay. We can do that. I'll just back out then.
Did you want to have another group join in?
We could, yeah. If there's people that we're looking to join,
Yeah.
let me know in chat, and then we can make some
Evelyn.
space.
So that way,
Yeah.
when you restart the lobby, just go back and go to the company first and sell stuff and
I
see if
gotcha.
it works
Okay.
before bringing more people in.
Okay. Then what I'll do is I'll start a new lobby first and get that cracking.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Word. Appreciate you, friends.
Thank you. Bye.
Mods and stuff,
you,
Phoenix and
Flash.
Song and Mary. You guys know you can join whenever. Excuse you, nerd. Hey, hey. You back off. Oh God, here we go again. Unless it's actually working and it's just taking a minute. Because nobody's moving. I went to quit and it did this again. Dude, man. Winners never quit. Excuse you. This is where you live now. Why? You had to quit. Did you have to force quit to get out? Yeah, Lethal. Man, what a time to play Lethal. We didn't realize it was going to have so many damn issues. You were able to leave? Yeah, force quit. Wow. I had to force quit during the awesome jazz music? Awful. Annoying. Awful. Game froze when I tried to leave. That's twice that happened, song. Yeah. Ba-da-ba-ba. Benjamin wants to stay. Well, listen here, Benjamins. It's almost like I want to try like one more. If we try one more time and it's still giving us issues, we might just switch. How long are we going for? To at least 4. Well, thanks for joining, friend. I appreciate you. I wish we could play more. Yeah. I mean, there's not much we can do beyond that. Just do our best. If it'll work, it'll work. If it won't, we'll just try again at another time. But yeah, as of right now, it seems like it's just being a dookie face. I'm glad that like when it's loaded, it's working. Crowd control is working. Everything is working. All of it's fine. I'm glad about that at least. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, I have to go get groceries after stream today, so I can't go late. Grab some groceries. Hey, look at that. If you're still playing when I get back, I appreciate you, Morgan. Yeah, no worries, friend. All right, I'm waiting for it to load. Grocery twins. Yeah, I got to go I got to pick up around like 4:30, something like that. Ish. If we have coins left over on CZ, no, you'll still have them. You'll still have them. Yep. The next time that we use it, whether it's with lethal or if I'm on a, well, no, I think it might be locked to lethal, but it'll still be there. All right, let's try this again. Thanks, song. Yippee. All right. I said 12, but I don't think I don't think the crew size really matters. I think that's kind of busted. Double music. Ah, it's okay. I'll stop it here in a second anyway. Once it loads. Living for the chaos. Oh, man.
It appears you lot have run out of time fooling around with your charades. I hope you looted enough scrap to reach your subtle quota. You know what happens when...
So we have 738 on the ship, and the quota was 505. So that's extraordinarily unnecessary, sir. Do you have jazz music playlist for stream 2? No, I don't, but I should. That's a great idea. Yeah, what a freaking jerk. A-hole. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll go back to the company and I will sell stuff and then we can have everyone else join. If that's cool with you guys. If that's cool with you.
Alert. Closing the ship's shutters.
That was extremely creepy.
Opening the ship's shutters.
I bet you are.
Alert. Closing the ship's shutters.
To share my old-timey radio playlist? Oh, please do.
Opening the ship's shutters.
I would love to see it. Yes, please. Oh, this is a two-hander. Boo. What else do we have? Got this guy, that guy, this guy, that guy. Go. What? Jeb, you better be nice. It's 218. Let's get more. Hi, Shauna. Hello. You know, to be fair, deciding to last second try to add a bunch of stuff, it's kind of my fault. Jeb. There we go. Need more Spotify playlists? Listen, I found some other pretty cool looking Spotify. These are nothing, right? Oh no, it's 58. Oh shit. Yeah, get rid of you. You're goodbye. There's 361. You're welcome. That should be enough. Yeah, you got to meet everybody. That's so, it was cool to see a photo of all you guys together. Jeb. Take your goodies. The Minecraft music. There's nothing wrong with Minecraft music. Candle, thank you for the follow, by the way. Appreciate you. We value your commitment. I value your commitment. Go to filter. Sorry. This. Turn off that. Yes, please. There we go. Roger Dodger. Candlemaker, how are you? All right. We should be good then. I have 120 left on the sheep.
Alert. Closing the ships. Alert. Opening the ships.
All right, let's go into the... I mean, I guess I could just sell everything. Get a couple doll hairs. What's 96 value? Yeah, F it. Jeb, more treats. Jeb, enjoy. All right, once Jeb enjoys his snack, we'll go back in the air. I like that it says the name so you know who's where. Jeb. There we go. All right. We ride.
Alert. Closing the ship's shutters.
All right, so I am in the air now, or in space. I guess technically not in the air.
Good job on not fooling around too much. Unfortunately, it's a relative rank of time fooling around with your charades. I hope you had enough scrap to reach your subtle quota. You know what happens when...
At least it worked when you sold stuff. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I guess kind of reloading it sort of fixed it in a way. But yeah, if you were looking to join friends, now would be the time. If you see that there's not a bunch joining and you've already played, you're welcome to rejoin. Better like those snacks because I didn't collect a single thing. That's okay. There was a lot of madness. Is this mod pack specifically for crowd control or can you use it? You can use it without. Yeah. You don't, it's not necessary. You don't have to.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, Mr.
How's it
Flash.
going? How are you?
Pretty good.
It's funny with the smoke. It's a nice little trail to follow people around.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see where
Also
people
makes
are
you
going?
look. Yeah, it also makes you look like a badass.
Makes you look like a
yeah, that's
badass.
cool.
And then you put the Power Ranger suit on. Gee.
Yeah.
Oh man. Hey mom. Be slurking. I appreciate you. But yeah, you guys are welcome to join friends. If I haven't already added you, I can add you now if you have me on Steam. Had a cat the first game. You found a cat? I want to find a cat. How many per join? We'll try to have like 8 people max, if possible. But yeah, feel free to rejoin friends if you want to. I want a cat. I know. I don't want a real life one. I just want one in the game. How are you, Queen? I just want one in the game. This is DMCA free, right? Yeah. It plays no music for me. You need one IRL.
Uh-oh.
No.
Who's the bad guy?
I have DMCA checked, so I can't hear a damn thing.
Oh.
just dancing around.
We're just dancing for me. It's just
Yeah. Just enjoy
Billie
myself.
Eilish.
Love the view.
very nice view. Very nice view.
The
Until I
statue
saw
got me.
that.
I had no idea it was a
I
Coil in
played this
disguise.
game in the past, and the truck has not been friendly to me.
Yeah, I've had some bad times with the truck as well, to be honest with you. It's been a little rough.
Yeah, it typically results in me exploding.
Yeah, it's either exploding or like the truck rolls over on top of me for no reason. Getting an error trying to rejoin after leaving the last time. Did you add me on Steam? Buyer? Once we have a few more join, then we'll start it up.
Alright.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Well, I guess I'll join back.
Oh, try again. Try again, Buyer. I don't know why it's being so dumb for you.
Oh, hey, how are you?
That's so weird.
It's a pleasure to meet you, sir. It's an honor.
Thunderbolt, thank you for the coins.
Pleasure to meet you too, friend.
I think I was the only one that left normally. Oh, well, no, that should be okay. Yeah, yeah. Everyone else had to like force quit, which was dumb. Come back in. Yeah, feel free. Yeah. Reloading the game, you're good.
I actually didn't have to force quit. I just quit from the lobby normal.
I think the issue with today, the reason it's just such a pain in the ass, is just because having to add people through Steam, people haven't been able to use the code like they did in the past, so it makes it a lot harder to join. That's the real issue. So next time we'll figure out something else. Yeah, I don't know. It's just being really, really dumb. What are you playing?
Yeah, I mean, gambling froze for me when you tried to quit, but otherwise,
Ants, how are you?
I was able to join back with no problem this time, just off of you.
Super weird. Super strange. Tested with 20-ish mods. It's better lobbies that has issues. Okay. What a bummer. Because that one is the one like needed for community day. That's annoying. I'm glad that we're able still to add people at least. The fuck is that? What the hell? What is that? It's like something to the ship. I'm trying to see what the hell it is. Almost loaded back. Yeah, you're good. Yeah, you guys are good. Take your time. I don't know what that is. That's weird. Here, we'll at least have noise. We'll have it.
Jesus Christ, Steam.
What happened?
I have this. For some reason, the Steam overlay went on and out, won't go off.
Ah. All's well, friend.
It's almost like it's not.
It just wants to give you issues. That's what it is. It's like Lethal Company said, nah, not today. Y'all aren't doing shit.
That's why I never use the Steam invite overlay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, because it locks up. That's happened to me before.
Yeah. I don't use it in game.
Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear
sorry.
you.
No, you're good.
It's been a while since I played Lethal, and I had to change
yeah.
my keybinds.
No, you're fine.
Hello
It's
again.
been a while since I played too. Hi.
Hi.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
we
find
can.
a cat again.
Okay.
It's my mission.
Yeah, what I figure what we can do is just people can just stay, and then if we see that people are like, I'm trying to join, then we can figure it out from there.
Sounds good.
Yeah, so that sounds good.
Oh, wanted to go out.
Go get a kitty.
Swing. Oh, that's making me motion sick. Oh, yes.
There we go.
Walk the plank, Flash.
Walk the plank. I don't want to.
Yeah.
No, you do it.
Okay.
What's that song?
I'm afraid.
You wouldn't be able to shoot a gun in space, would you?
I guess technically.
What is that noise?
I don't know. It just yoink.
It was the ladder.
Hey, Zimmy, welcome in. How are you? Hadouken. Same code. Master, you should be able to join me on Steam.
Oh.
Oh, somebody just went yoink.
Yeah, because it's fun.
Oh, wait, can you do it more than once?
Yeah.
I'm watching. Jesus. All right. Wee. Yeah, you could try joining me on Steam Master. Remind me of those piracy ads. You wouldn't steal a dishwasher, would you? You know what's really funny? I've been testing the VHSs that I have, the Disney ones I've been getting, and
Did a backflip.
from those, I get to see that FBI warning every single time.
That beeping noise is so much louder than anything else in the game.
It is.
Somehow we
I
never.
was
I
trying
don't know
to figure
how.
out what it was.
I guess because it was always we could always join through
It's the
codes.
ladder. When it
Shutter.
gets ready to close, it beeps.
I mean, I guess it's helpful. It's also a little annoying.
I didn't know what it was at first. Oh, parkour. Oh, I almost failed. Oh, I'm stuck.
You're okay. You'll be fine.
Maybe just a little bit.
Once you're in master, we can start. Because I think people can always join when we're in the air too.
I dare you. I was
What
doing
up, Brian?
parkour. I was doing cool.
Hoi.
Hey, where's my driver?
Huh? Your driver?
Hi.
Wait, where are you? Oh.
In the back.
I was like, what? Wait, how'd you get in there? You just yoink. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
See, we have it.
I didn't realize we could be
that's where
cargo.
everybody was hiding.
If the game is bored, oh, that's okay.
Anybody can be cargo.
Oh, wait, hey,
Oh.
hey, someone's drop us off. Hey, our vehicle,
We lost
get
our
back. Look at it go.
Oh.
Oh no, it just burned up on impact. Wow, dude.
I didn't know what it would do. I
Look what
pulled
you
the
did.
switch.
The mods we got
The
from
way
the
it just
thunderstorm.
shot out with everybody.
God. Is Song here?
He left. I'm not sure if he's having issues.
Okay.
Oh no.
Lethal's just having it
Shoot.
today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was almost gonna. Oh, wrong. Did he click the wrong lever? Oh, he said BRB.
He did.
As I say, I can wait for him, or we could just start because he could always join in the next moon, right?
Is that how that works?
Yeah, yeah. Whenever when we're in the air, you're able to join.
Yeah.
I found an ancient relic.
Is it? You have nothing in your hand. There it is. There it is. The floppy disk.
They had a floppy.
Yeah. Oh,
Everybody's head's broken.
How do you join? So you need to download the mod pack from Thunderstore, and then you can start it from there to open up Lethal. Yeah. Song, do you want us to start without you or wait?
I'm sad now because now I can't parkour.
I know.
Sorry.
Dropped off.
I ruined
dropped
it
off our
all.
vehicle.
I hope it comes back.
No, it's gone forever now. Load back in right now. You're
Oh.
good. We'll just be sad. It's fine.
Oh,
We didn't even have
accepting
insurance
punishment
on
time.
it.
Nailed it.
Oh,
You're
nailed
just
it.
floating. It looks,
How many people
it
can
looks like you're
join?
just floating on my screen.
We're trying to keep it lower than like 10. Yeah, we're trying to keep it around 8. The issue was the last game, I restarted that because it was being weird. So it seems like today it's just being really funny. Yeah, we're doing our best. Can't connect. Are you sure you're online? If you've restarted everything, yeah, I don't know why it's being stupid for you.
I like how Flash is just floating there.
Like,
All right,
just chilling,
that's
bro.
better.
Yes.
Welcome back, Song.
Thank you,
Welcome
thank you.
back.
All right. Let's go ahead and get cracking. And then people can join in the next if they need to.
Thank you, thank you,
I'm
thank
prepared
I
to
didn't pick
die.
No, you're fine. Where does it have us going?
you. Whee!
Haven't. That's still a company.
Yippee!
Your choice, Flash. We have money.
The boy who lived prepared to die.
I hate it here.
I'm prepared. Whee!
We go back
Well,
to. Oh, we go to Val.
Like, oh. It
go to
didn't
Val.
go all the way out.
All right. Ask to Val.
Short ladder.
Is there something wrong with my game, you think? I
You
think
didn't go
it's
to
just.
ask first.
I think sometimes it's having connection issues, and then sometimes it's not.
It's so
Let's
little.
make sure we're on push to talk.
Yeah.
Alright, got it.
Yeah, I got it. I keybinded it so I didn't press the wrong button.
I hear myself through.
So wait a
somebody.
minute, who said they couldn't parkour out here?
Maybe it's only when they're talking, Flash.
Oh, maybe.
It was probably me. I apologize. I
Are you
had
okay?
your stream up.
Alert. Closing the ship's shutters.
No, Ron.
Yourself.
Alert. Opening the ship's
If
shutters.
song's there, you know what you need to do. 6 foot.
Yeah, truck is back.
Yippee!
Okay.
I'm alive.
Nailed it.
I survived.
All right, you might want to get to stepping though.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna try.
All right.
Is crowd control still on?
Yep.
Song.
Yeah.
You get a truck no matter
no.
what on this mod code.
I'm just gonna. Yep.
Yeah, I'm going there.
All right. I like it. I'm bringing some noise.
Screams.
What the hell?
Kind of fat nut.
I have massive binoculars. Can you use it? No. Oh.
That has a turret.
Why is it not moving?
Just gonna back up.
Will it?
Try
Will
to come
it?
towards me.
Will it fire at what it's looking at?
Oh.
Oh shit! Oh man! Hope you like binoculars. Thank you. Oh man! That weeping angel had an effing turret on its head. That's fun. Have you never seen Doctor Who? Oh, okay. I've never seen the one with the turret on its head. I tried to quickly do it thinking I would live. There's no way. What would I wait for it and then it would just shoot me with a turret? Don't blink. What? We're good. Found binoculars. They're
Giant binoculars.
They're
I got
gargantuan.
fat nut.
Got a fat
No,
nut.
normal.
Oh boy. Oh hey.
Song probably pulled the apparatus.
Yeah, probably. Electronic would be nice. We have enough money for a flashlight, right?
Yeah.
Ow. Store. Let's do Pro. Let's do 3 Pro. There we go. Ads are gonna play in like a minute 30. Oh, you bastards.
Someone gave me a normal flashlight.
Aw, that's very nice of them. Gibble gobble gibble goob gibble gob goob gibble gibble gob goob goob. All right, I've got a few couple as well. Go drop those on the floor. There we go. Okay. Wow, dude.
Just walking all over your dead body.
I know. Rude. Look at you. All right, I'm going back in.
Okay.
Oh, hey, it's friends. Dead players are back. Thank you, friends. Man, I'll tell you, one of the nightmares is like trying to navigate this in fog. So hard to see anything. I crumble. What up, Fork? Welcome in. How are you?
Oh, great.
That's cute. Oh, thanks for raising the quota. Last time I was in this building, it was a little dicey.
Yeah, I died to a bracken, so that was cool.
Oh, okay. I had a weeping angel with a turret on its face.
I'm gonna go back where I was and get my stuff.
Probably not. Good luck.
Hello?
It seems pretty gone to me.
Hey, you.
It's the ladder when it gets ready to close. Underbid drive.
Jesus Christ! Oh my God, you scared me.
There's a robot.
Holy shit!
I was trapped in there, and then all of a sudden I teleported somewhere else. Somebody saved me. I don't know where the other guy that was with me was. He rolled the dice, and then he was teeny.
Oh, he probably
turned tiny.
he probably teleported back to the sheep.
No, he just turned tiny. I don't know where he went. I think I left him in there with the robot.
Oh God, you left our tiny friend in there? There's nothing nearby, right? Oh, yep, there is. Yep. This bitch needs to get away from these doors. Oh. I'm dead.
So Flash is dead.
Oh no.
That's normal.
That was spicy.
I also found a Slenderman note.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's why I heard
Oh.
the thumping.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
Oh,
the
hey.
sound.
Oh look!
Oh.
Yeah, see?
Look!
Got a
I'm
little
still midget. Why am I still midget?
Look!
He's so teeny.
He's so teeny.
Cute little guy.
Trying to pick you up. It won't let me
I'm
pick
sorry
you up.
I left you.
So
Can you
this
try
is what it
holding
feels
an
like to
item?
be the short friend in a
I
friend
got
group.
something for you. You can
Try
ride him
holding an
around.
item. I
Aw.
want to see. Oh my god.
Wait, hold on, wait, even better. Hey, can you pick up the fat nut?
Which one? Where's the fat nut?
This right here.
That one right there.
The screw.
We should all be afraid.
Oh my
You
Wait,
gotta
wait, wait.
handle the biggest
Can you
nuts.
Can you
There you
pick
go.
up the massive gear?
Oh. Only one.
Oh, Jesus. Damn, he doesn't skip lift day. Damn.
Nope.
Hey,
Oh my
Flash,
God. Yeah.
I found this for you.
What is it? Oh, it's a
Slenderman.
drawing. Who drew it?
Slendy.
Oh,
Probably the thing
it's
that was
adorable.
chasing me.
Oh, you saw it?
I heard the sound. I don't know where he was, but he was out there. Like my
Oh
screen
my
kept
God.
flashing black too. I didn't know what was going on.
It's fine.
I think
He's
I
heard a
think
he's
I
scream
got
out
a
he's
whole
friend.
page.
He's friend.
I was
So you
freaking.
need to hold a page.
It's 8 o'clock, so we want to
Yeah, we
go
can
for
leave.
more.
friend.
I was
You
I
said
was
8
outside
o'clock.
screaming.
It leaves at 10.
Yeah, we.
Oh
there's-
yeah, that's
you're
true.
not gonna make it back in.
The wait song.
I hear a Benjamin.
Huh?
My son.
Look to your left. Do the weights again.
To do what?
With pleasure.
Oh, it's running. It's got aggro on me now.
Where's that?
There
Benjamin?
he is.
Nighty night time. Oh shit. He doesn't want to go to bed. He's not interested in sleeps.
Oh my. I hear a Benjamin.
Oh, you see a Benjamin. You see those arms coming through the freaking walls?
There's only 18 more items in there for 1,000. Nothing.
No. Again,
No,
time-wise,
we're
there's no way we'd be able to make it back in.
There's no point.
Yeah, we might as well roll.
This is so
You're so
painful.
tiny.
To do anything, I have to look straight up.
Oh,
Oh, you're back.
hey.
Oh, you're back.
I guess because
Girl.
we're leaving.
I forgot it left at 10 and not midnight.
Yeah, you rolled become small.
Did the
Yeah.
robot hit you when we were in there after you turned
No,
tiny?
okay, so what happened was we both hit in the corner. I walked 2 steps and I somehow
Oh,
fell
Will,
to
to
my
answer
death.
your question, no, I'll
think
play
I
fast
pushed you.
tomorrow.
That
Tomorrow we'll
makes
play
sense.
fast. Today we're doing something different.
I'm sorry.
Nah, that's fine. I was a midget.
Wow,
So like I
imagine
didn't even
pushing
know
people.
that
Alert.
I don't know.
Right?
I'm not sure if I fell like 2 feet, and because I was a midget, that
Oh,
counted
thank
as
you for the
like 5
coins,
miles.
Thunderbolt.
I don't know what happened.
It's really hard to tell
Yeah.
if people are going to be friend or foe. Are they here to help or are they here to cause all the things?
I'm good at pushing people. I was afraid for my
Where are we
life.
going, Mayor?
I had that giant anvil thingy, but it was like pushing me. So when I was holding it, it was like pushing me to the side.
Oh, do you mean the one
I
that
wonder if
actually
that's what
weighs like
happened.
a crap ton?
Closing the ship's
Like
shutter.
122
Are we going
pounds.
ask Caval?
It weighed
Ass is flooded.
122
You really want a
pounds.
flooded ass?
Ship's shutter.
No, we
Oh,
don't want
man.
a flooded ass.
Someone who made a flooded ass? No one wants a flooded ass.
How often I usually do viewer day? I usually do it once a month. If we reach our monthly goal, but we met it last month, so we did the lethal for now, and then we just met the monthly goal for
Yippee!
February. So what I'm gonna do
I
is we're
forgot.
gonna do
the baby
not
toy in
only
my hand.
a Faz day next month, but we're gonna do another. We're gonna do a Faz day this month too. So I'll pick
Aw,
a
that little
day
thing I found.
in the next like 2 weeks or something like that,
Bless
and then
you.
we'll have a viewer day.
Yeah, it's my baby toy.
I picked
Alrighty.
it up because I found it and it made me not very afraid anymore.
Closing the ship's
Yeah, don't forget to
shutter.
get your crowd control coins because they will save and they will go over to the next time we play.
Opening the
Hi,
ship's
welcome back.
shutter.
Yay!
You're gonna die.
She died?
I don't.
That's an uh-oh.
The birds have turrets on their heads.
That's an uh-oh.
Am I okay? I think I'm okay for now. Yeah, I think you jumped a little bit too high. Did you say we need a key? Oh no.
Yeah, there's a key at. There should be a key at the ship.
Did you see that mother effer with a turret on its face? Turbirds. You call them turbirds. Oh, give crewmate key. Oh, well, that's not for me. Look at these friends. Hi. Do you have another friend? Where's your friend? Yay, friend.
Not right. I heard.
Hi. Wee.
This
Wee.
is what it feels like to be the short friend in a friend group.
Hey, wee. Wee. Oh no, no wee. No, we gotta wee this way, friends. This way. Oh, ah! No, 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 no. I need my friends back. I need my friends back. Where are my friends? What's going on in here?
That is actual Flash?
Yes. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Did I just find toilet paper?
Ninja, you're alive?
I found toilet paper.
Are you hearing voices? Like Ninja's dead voice?
I hear another voice. I don't know where it is.
Because I saw what happened to Ninja. She jumped in the water. She's dead.
Okay. I don't have a flashlight, but I do have a...
Hi, Flash.
Wait, Sog?
Yeah, I'm in the main entrance.
Oh, okay. Just make sure you're real. Dun dun. Dun dun. Dun dun. Dun dun. There's nothing in here. Dun dun. Dun dun. Don't remember this map? Yeah, this was one of the originals.
I have toilet paper, apparently. I'm leaving.
Yes, sir.
I am here. Oh, bye.
Here, wait. I'll give you a gift.
Hey, where's the main entrance?
I give you a gift. Here.
Which way are y'all?
I watched you die.
Right
How are
here.
you alive?
Right here.
Somebody revive.
I unlocked the back
The back
door.
way? Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Goo. Oh, that shotgun over there you can pick up though. Oh, someone got it? Okay, cool.
I can't hold it. My push to talk is the button to fire. Ooh, a dice. I'm gonna roll it.
Found a nice comfy fire. Hello?
Dun, dun.
I got a spinny dice.
Ooh, oh wait, that's not the same one. Yeah, I'll stop.
You think he's okay? You think he's okay? Should I go check? He's fine. Oh boy. Oh my god. This is pure, utter chaos. Look over behind this.
I weigh 424 pounds right now.
Hello? You're not real. Seems a bit wrapped up at the moment. I don't think I can make that jump, can I? Wait. Hadouken! Hadouken! Oh my god!
Hi.
Mr. Glay, how are you? Oh shit! Eek, 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 eek. Oh fuck, fuckity fuck, with the fuck, down, bop, skibbity bop, doo.
You okay, Flash?
No.
No, it's out there.
Oh shit! There's a shy guy out there.
Yeah.
Oh, he's running.
So, how you guys doing?
Disaster, whoever looked at it.
Dogs, they're in here, fresh and full of fear. Get back to work.
I can't turn around. If I turn around and look at it, it will kill me.
kill you.
Standing up and screaming.
Poor choices.
Yeah, because you looked at it.
I'm afraid.
I looked at it.
I would stay to the back of the ship so people.
Robot stepping on me.
It's just pure audio. I can't look.
You should need a pump. At least a tap.
Oh man.
Bye. Okay, I think we're good to look at the front. It's behind us. Just don't look behind us.
Okay.
Anyone that's trying to come in.
It killed me.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, don't look at it.
Crying again. Okay. Oh my.
Do you think I
my
can
heart
kill it with a
literally
shotgun?
stopped. Do it. Try it.
You can try, but it might kill you.
Okay,
I'll try.
Mayor,
Let
I
me
need you to
try.
go to the corner.
I'm here.
I'm in my corner.
All right.
I'm here too.
Okay.
It didn't
Nope.
work.
I think seriously.
I don't think that
Good
worked.
luck.
Nothing.
Oh my god.
Should we
I don't like
leave?
that thing. We should leave.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
I'm gonna stare at it now.
No, no.
You can't get me now, sucker! He's gonna haunt me in the next game, I know it.
Yeah, it was unfortunate he spawned
Wow.
where everyone was coming up from.
Yeah, feel free, Devastator, if it'll
Right?
let
Thank
you.
God.
I didn't even
Yeah,
click
feel
the
free.
first time and he... Oh, look, I passed go and collected 200.
Holy.
I died 3 times.
Dude, what is that movie with Sandra Bullock where it's like the bird, whatever movie, where it's, is it Bird Box? Bird Box?
Opening the ship.
Bird box, yeah.
Yeah, that's literally what it felt like. I was staring at the wall, hearing everything.
Yeah. I stared at it
Man.
and then I thought it was stuck over here and then it just
How
like
many dogs
ran
can fit in the
at me all
ship?
of a
That's a
sudden
great
when
question.
was
I don't
turning
have an answer to that.
backwards to it.
Yeah. So
I'm out
now
of
you know what a
line.
shy guy is.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Look at it.
Yeah, I don't know don't look at it. We're talking like directly at it, or if you can sort of peek at the corner of your eye.
I glanced
looked-
at it shortly
So the whole
before
thing,
realizing what it
it's-
was,
it's-
and it
It's
went
part
out.
of the
stared at it for a
SCP
while
universe,
before it
and
screamed.
it gets upset when you look at its face.
So I can look at- so I can look at its
I
body.
look at it
So how-
directly
I can look at
and
its
it
body and
doesn't
I'll be
look
fine?
at me.
All I did, I
Yes.
think I
looked at it
As
from the
long as you
side.
don't see any part of its face.
Brown chicken, brown
I
cow.
stared
That's why
straight
I
at
was
the
looking at it from the side as it was
The
covering
original
its
source
face
story was that
here,
if you see its face.
and I had
okay.
my view down to where I could see its body and its hands, but it didn't attack anything.
Man, I tried to
I
shoot
think-
with a shotgun and it just
Maybe I was
kept
just
weeping.
collateral.
Yeah, it didn't
Because I was
care.
in the corner with
Yeah, I
someone
figured
and
out.
it went after him.
Yeah, I figured out that I can see it through glass, and I get mad when I do that.
They're also I believe shy guys are immortal. That
Yeah.
would explain the nothingness. Cool.
Nothing's immortal in this game.
Just like Slenderman.
Yeah,
And Ghost
yeah,
Girl.
true, right. They can't be got not unless you have like
Hey,
mods for it.
Desolation is
Yeah.
Desolation is an A+. We want to go there.
I don't know how well modded moons are honest.
Right. Yeah, Rolling Giant. Yeah,
I
there's a
would
lot of
maybe
those that I
stick
haven't
to
honestly even
normal
messed
moons.
with. Like,
Just
I have
in
this
case.
one moon I play on mine. It's called Scholastic, and
Mo-
it's like a beach moon, and it's so cool.
I got the
For
bunking
some
stick.
reason, it's always the
well, yeah,
mines,
but I
and
got the
hate the mines.
wee.
Oh,
Can someone eject themselves while saying oh, okay. Someone eject themselves while while yelling. Never mind. Okay, you know what? I didn't like that anyway. You know what? It's fine.
Wow.
I should have never found the switch.
All the fun we could have had, and you blew it. You blew it.
We get
You
another
see this?
truck
You
next
see this right here?
round.
I agree with this.
Bring it out.
Is it okay if we join? Yeah. I'm gonna give people a second to see if they're able to join. If you have me added on
in
Steam,
Resident Evil Biohazard, one of the DLCs,
you should be able to
like,
join.
fight all of the creatures. So it's just beating everything up. This reminds me of it.
Bonk. Yeah, but we got the mythical teepee. That's it. Really quite what?
So what if I jump off the ship with the toilet paper?
Don't you do it.
Keep it.
No.
Squabble.
Okay.
Yeah, see, you keep your item.
Yeah.
I thought you were.
You don't lose
I
it.
thought you were gonna like drop it when you jumped off.
Oh, really
though, so
quite
you, like,
soft.
lost it.
Oh.
I need to go find my Slenderman friend.
All right. I see your additions, friends.
He was out there when I found this page.
Click, click, click.
Stalking, haunting.
So long, farewell, Adbeat.
Whee.
Yeah, I just saw 2 people added, so I added them back. They should be good to go. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Until that mod gets
How are
fixed,
you?
we're gonna have to use Steam this way.
Learn.
Doing
Oh, hello there.
good. Lots of chaos.
I couldn't find it in the lethal. I just joined in from Steam.
Yeah, no, that's perfect.
Yeah.
It's we're pretty sure the lethal mod, whatever it is for doing a lobby, is just being really annoying right now. So we're just adding through Steam. That's fine.
No problem.
Yeah, it's all good. How much does
Oh,
the truck cost
did
before it
it.
dropped from orbit? I'm not sure.
Truck doesn't cost us anything. It's
Oh,
free.
We get that all the
Get it
time
free
now.
whenever you.
That's
Well,
wonderful.
no, it's a mod.
Oh, okay. Good.
Who wants to waste money on the truck when it
I don't.
kills
Yeah,
people anyway?
it's just gonna kill everybody. One more joining attempt. Yeah, try again, Master.
Probably me the most.
Boo doo boo 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 boo. If only DMCA wasn't a thing. If only I could have the music that is played in here on a separate source. That would be lovely, because then I could do the DMCA free stuff, but it's muted in the VOD. Oh. If not, we can
Would
try
you like
again.
to mourn the loss of our truck with me?
Sure. Do you have anything you'd like to
I
say?
didn't do anything.
You're gathered here today to remember
Farewell.
the loss of a
Oh,
truly great
alright.
truck. Because someone pulled the lever,
I wonder who that could
Hello.
Who would ever do such a thing?
I
so
don't
now
know.
we can't have fun. And we'll never know what it sounds like to be ejected while someone's screaming.
But it says you're on a different version. I have the mod pack. Oh, check your version, Juju. Make sure it's not a
Oh,
different
hey,
one.
someone left a manual by the magnet.
Left a manual. Oh, nice.
Nice.
All right, let's join the next one, and then we can see. I'm not able to join via the code. How do I join via Steam? You have to be friends with me on Steam,
Sounds
Ryan. Yeah. That would keep the ball rolling.
The ball cannot be stopped.
All right, do we have Adamals?
Alert. Closing the ship's shutters.
Actual use of the Kronk emote? Oh. I like Adamance. It's a good map.
Opening the ship's
Quick question.
shutters.
I
Yeah.
won't
Does the
jump too high this
fisticuffs
time.
actually hurt people
Yes.
and other animals?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Don't
Just
you
making
do
sure
it.
in case we gotta get into an altercation.
Yes. Yeah, it's especially helpful for mimics. Run. I'm out of steam. Okay, we turn and look. What up, Slap? How you doing? Roses, thank you for the 19 months. You can do it.
I'm scared.
I believe in you. Yeah. You just can't do 2 people at the same time or else it'll break.
I broke that thing just running on it too.
I know. Oh my god, there's another effing bird with a turret on its head.
Hi, turret bird.
Freaking
Hello.
turd bird. Nice.
Bird bird.
Turd bird. Careful.
I don't like the robot sitting next to the ship.
Oh.
All right, what do we got?
Scary.
Scary. Hello? Oh, nothing.
How lovely.
Isn't that the best? Stop. Stop for what?
In the name of the Jarl. Stop
Alright,
right
roger
there.
Stop for Taco Bell.
Ooh.
Friend request set. I got you. Oh God.
Is that a recluse?
That's a turret.
Oh.
So careful, SpongeBob. Is it safe on the other side?
It's just a loop around.
I found a thing that we can jump.
Oh, we have a teleporter here. Aye, aye, aye. Should we run past it? What do you think?
I'll bait it.
I think we can do it. Yoink, Scoob! Oh,
I
hey,
made it.
engine.
What is this? Cool.
There's an anvil over there. Oh God, it's worth
There
283.
I do not want to do that jump though.
Oh man, jumping with an anvil. I kind of want to see if I can do it. I can't see the ground. There it is. Yeah.
Good luck.
Thank you. Got a hernia. Oh, there's a turret right there. Oh, yo. Not worth it. I'm going for it. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Fine.
I think you can just wait right here.
Wait for the.
It's going to be very disastrous if this is not the safe spot.
I think it's okay right here. Yeah. Okay, we're fine.
That was very terrifying.
Okay. This is going to be dicey. How do I get steam with this to go past this? I believe in you. Run! Oh, hey. Hey,
hello
Bucko.
there.
Hey. Hey. No, no,
No,
I don't want any.
no,
I don't want
no,
any. No,
no.
I don't want it. Well, he wanted it.
Are you guys okay?
No. God.
Oh my God. Well, I guess I was the chosen one.
Welcome back.
Oh, hey, how are you?
She's signed.
Oh, hey, how are you?
You're,
Oh my God.
yeah.
It's fine.
There's some things going on out there.
All right, roger that. Alley-oop! Hugs have been given. All right, we all right. Oh, thanks. Get off my face, broski. Get out. I can't hear anything with you on my face. Oh. Dude, I need you to F off. Sir. Sir. God. This is gonna break the second I step on it. I can't use it. We gotta go wide. Oh no, what the shit? That was on the edge of a hill. Okay. Hadouken! Hey, what up to? Oh my God, Toodaloo, this game is absolute chaos. Watch this. Watch this. You can't have two people. You can't have two people on that bridge. It'll break. I found a register. And somehow made it back. Give me this guy. Nope. You. There we go. Timber. Cinema. Oh man. What time is it? All right, it's 3. I'm thinking about going back. Oh, thank you for lowering the quota. Thank you, friend. All right, are my other friends? It's a lot. Friends? You're not friend. You're not friend. Hey.
Get the fuck out of here. This thing is coming after me.
F off, nerd. You better get away from my friend. Go fisticuffs, jerk. Oh, you drop everything when you do that, though. Oh, I understand.
I don't know how I got back.
Oh!
That's a bad robot. The robot was following me the whole time.
Oh, that robot?
Yeah.
That robot, right?
Yeah, that one.
All right.
Hey, I think I'm gonna go in again.
Okay, I'm thinking about it too. I'm just trying to decide how I want to do that.
I hear Flash.
Left side?
You on top?
Yep, yep. I was. Bye. Have a great time.
I'm coming.
Okay, let's do this.
I got only 50
I think we can make it
so-
across.
You'll be fine. Oh, maybe not.
That's
What
that makes
the
it a
hell
little
just
harder.
happened? Just getting
Oh,
lit.
Lord.
Oh god! There's one of those things!
Oh God, I don't know. Oh God. Oh God. I think I looked at it. I think I looked at it.
With it! He's with it! No, yeah, it's screaming.
Yeah, I looked at it.
It's screaming.
Guys. Oh no 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 no. Oh my God, someone tried to get me with a sand turd.
Yeah, they did. You like flew in the air too. I don't think.
Shut up, mask.
Is that the mask laughing?
Okay,
Yeah,
so you
Dog is
said it
down
was
there with the
screaming,
robot.
but where is it now? It's still there, right?
It's still there.
What
Let
the
me go
fuck?
look.
It takes a while for it to go.
Oh my God. Okay. Will it just jump across here?
It's moved a little bit though.
I saw that. Look at it down there. Do you see it? That's the shy guy. Yeah. Yeah, it's here. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Oh God, oh God, oh God. Oh God, oh God, oh God. Oh God, oh God, oh God. Hadouken! Oh
It's
man.
dangerous out there.
Yeah, it's
It's coming! It's coming! The thingy that's screaming!
Can it get
You
on
want me
top
to
of the
pull
truck?
it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
We maybe should. Maybe should. Maybe should. Maybe we should. Oh shit! Pull the lever!
It's okay, Flash.
Ship's shutters.
Holy shit. Wow. Wrong lever.
Stub your toe, Flash.
Is that what it said?
I got mauled to death.
Oh
I'm glad to
yeah.
see you
He
survived,
wasn't very
though, Flash.
friendly.
I didn't. He climbed at it. Next thing I knew, he's in my face.
Oh,
So,
man.
I avoid
The Bracken was
robot.
not satisfied with your corpse.
After I drop off that
Oh.
bridge, I avoid the robot. I avoid the shy guy running past me, and get blown up by chat.
I was watching you.
Well, we were hanging out with heavy items trying to make our way, and the Bracken got spawned in, and I guess I was the chosen one. So, lucky you.
Man.
It came for me right after the lights went out.
Immediately after? Yeah. Why do I feel so
Basically,
tall?
yeah. I grabbed the anvil, put it
Why
right
am I,
next
like,
to the
IRL
turret,
height
I
right
turned
now?
around and my neck got snapped.
All right.
Oh.
We have 1,300, which is more than
I
enough.
got a hug from the shy guy thingy.
Hopefully this time it will let us sell.
Yeah, I unfortunately got soft locked into a small room.
I don't know
Going on a
why.
teleporter.
Like, is my player
Oh.
model normal size right now?
Opening
No.
Yeah.
No. You're a little bit
Oh.
taller than us.
Yeah, I'm going to go look at the computer, and I'm staring at the top of it.
Hey, you look taller.
Why?
Yeah, they made you bigger.
I said it's my IRL height. Why is it doing this? What is happening?
Flash has been eating his Wheaties. Good job, Flash.
Thank you. Drinking my milk, eating my Wheaties. All right. Down to the company. Oh, one player's loading. Oh, okay. Hold on. I don't know why you get errors. Master, it's...
Flash is such a good growing boy.
I don't think it's you. I think it's either Lethal or Thunderstorm that's just being a butthead. Honestly. Did we make it in?
My cats are fighting each other.
Restart the computer and change the internet. Oh, weird. That's weird you had to.
I don't know.
I was getting really scared, and when I start getting super scared, my dog will actually start howling in the background.
Closing the ship's shutters.
Based, thank you for getting coins. Yeah, don't forget about your free coins, friends. You do have free coins in the channel points. All right, we should have more than enough. All right, so we want to sell about 6. We can do a little more, and then we can gamble. We can gamble.
Gambling.
I'll try not to break him this time
Okay.
by honking the horn aggressively at him.
Okay. All right, I got a few things here to sell. Thank you for the clips. Ooh, nice.
We good? We good?
Careful, SpongeBob.
Okay, that should be enough.
521.
Why are we selling the flashlight?
I think 521.
Why are we selling the
Watching
flashlight?
YouTube for ages. First live stream. Welcome in,
I didn't
Evil.
mean to.
Yeah, today was a viewer day that was a little bit different. People were asking for Lethal. I allowed them to choose. So tomorrow I'll be back with Phasmo again.
Playing a dangerous game over there.
I hear it. All right.
Oh, does this still have bullets? This gun?
Is,
Go ahead,
Want me to find out?
That's true.
We need 595. Hey, there we go. Sweet. Is there a code? No. You
Hey,
just
Flash.
yes.
What is this?
Expensive toilet paper.
Oh my word. Damn, this is COVID paper.
This is cool.
Wow.
Where are you going on it? Can you even see what you're doing?
I have to drop it every time.
All right, what'd you put it on? Oh, odd. Okay.
Let's see.
Odd. Let's go.
Hey, it's
No,
now
that's really expensive to do paper.
592.
Holy night. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Oh, that's bull.
I got cheated.
Wow.
All right, coming in.
I'll play next game too.
Well, her toilet paper's taking up like 2 spaces.
I can't see.
But she has to be holding it to place a bet. That's the.
Yeah.
All right, I'm in.
All right, come on, Ducky, don't let me down.
Okay.
Big fat nut.
Made it in. I had to
big
find a
fat nut.
place to look.
All right, everybody in?
You done?
Okay. Come on,
There we
Ducky.
go. All right, let's go.
We're really bad at this.
Okay. Base card. Base card me. Let's go,
I'll take
Blackjack!
20 million.
Yeah, boy!
Nice.
Okay, I'll take
My toilet paper's getting more expensive. As
Oh, did you get even more?
long as it doesn't beat 20.
No.
No. Why do I hear? Is Jeb eating someone right now?
I got 22.
Jeb was eating the shotgun
1100
that
now.
got placed there afterwards.
Oh, okay.
That's
Okay,
some
try
Hope you have a
again.
good day, friend.
1100 toilet paper.
It's gonna go past it. Sad.
Okay.
So depressing. I hate it.
Good song.
Hate it here.
That fat nut is worth nothing
Burn.
now.
All right, I'm going to the slots.
This is my scrap.
Oh
is
no, our
worthless.
toilet paper's worthless now.
Oh no! It was worth so
Dealer got
much.
blackjack.
So sad.
Dealer got blackjack. What the hell?
It's okay.
This cookie sheet is
It's
worth
still
nothing.
Flash's lock.
Got one more.
Hey.
I don't think gambling's for me. I've gambled like 3 things and lost all their value.
That's normal.
Yeah.
The house always
It's
wins.
fake money.
Yeah.
Either we
This is
sell it
true.
to Jeb for scrap.
Well, you saw what it says on the wall
Or,
about
you
the however many % of people that were gonna make it big quit early. A terrible
Hey,
luck. I mean, you see how mine's
Let's
going.
go.
Yeah, Taco Bell. Let's go.
Taco Bell?
Taco Bell. Do you want to go Taco Bell?
The carne asada?
Yes, please. You know what? F Taco Bell. God dang it.
Ooh, 120. 10 times multiplier. I got 777.
All right. You know what?
Nice. Unfortunately, it was only worth 20 bucks.
118.
Or 12
Hit me,
bucks.
dog. I don't actually at like IRL. I could give a damn to gamble. I could care less.
Dang.
Bullshit. Taki mushrooms. Yeah, we'll do another run, Morgan. We'll do, what time is it? 4? Yeah, I should have time to do one more. Doing it again. Come on. Big bucks, no whammies.
Oh, well, that's the end of that.
Big bucks, no whammies.
Is that our pile of worthless scrap?
Yeah, that's our pile of worthless crap.
Oh!
I'm gonna go give it to Jay.
I don't need to. 'Cause
128.
It has no
It's
value.
worthless, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
anyway.
boy.
You just
Don't
leave
need
it
to
there.
clean up.
Yeah,
This community has gambling problems. What do you mean? We do not. How dare you? I could keep this just to help our quota.
Hey, should I sell this?
How much is it worth?
It's worth like $300 now.
How much?
300 or 264.
Ooh, we could always keep it for the quota. I see no problems here.
Nah, I'm a high roller.
Nah, I'm a high roller. Yeah, we'll try to. I'm sure that I have enough time for one more.
I can't gamble anymore.
If not, I'm keeping my eyes on the clock
I'll
because I do
become
need to pick
addicted.
up. I need to pick up groceries at some point. Let me see actually what time that's set for. Bum, 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 bum. Who's dancing in front of me? Okay. I need to like hard cut at like 440.
Well, this is a 1500.
Well, this is nice.
Oh, no, $1 stop sign.
Jamming.
Very nice.
All right, let's ride, friends.
I'm putting this screw in safety. This is our
Right
quota.
Yeah,
Our
let's go.
wonderful safe moons that we've been encountering.
It's been fine. All right,
One of those shy guys gets in your face.
I need to hard cut at like 435, 440 like the latest. So I'll keep my eyes peeled with how we're doing on the moons.
Right,
Yeah.
groceries.
Yeah, groceries.
Grocery time.
Yeah.
I need groceries too, but my car broke down, so.
Oh, no.
No groceries for me.
Is everybody
Yeah,
in the,
my fuel pump went out.
Oh, freaking boo.
Yeah, they're
missing
replacing
any
it.
stragglers?
It's like $800 something though.
Ah, caramba.
But then
Flash,
my
you
head
were-
gasket,
you were the only
my
one
head
not.
gasket is
Okay.
going out too. That's like $1,500.
Backup dancers? Yeah.
My car should speak to death.
Yeah, my wife's car guzzles oil right now.
Oh no.
Yeah, it happens. I mean, eventually.
My car's just been full of problems since I bought the
Oh,
thing.
no groceries for me.
Maybe when you don't throw your teammates under the bus, you can actually accomplish something. Good for you.
Okay, dude.
Rude.
Rude. All right, let's.
Hello.
Welcome back,
Hello.
Morgan.
Hello again.
Hi.
Oh, hi, friend.
Let's
Hi,
see if
neighbor.
Cat takes it out on you again.
Hi, neighbor.
Oh, you're good, Vin. No worries.
Flash, did you know that me and Song live one town from each other?
Do you really?
That's so cool.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
we live
pretty
like
cool.
literally like 5
Like
minutes.
a
away.
mile away? Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. Not even. It's
So if
crazy.
he ever goes missing, he's probably hanging out with me.
All right.
Let's go
All
with
right.
that.
Well, don't drop us yet. We're gonna wait for one to join and then we'll go.
He's like, well, that's how
Flash.
right.
I
I'm
ordered
gonna
some
move on
flashlights.
from that.
Hey, Flash.
Hey, what?
Hey, Flash.
What? Rude.
Oh, bonk.
I live in a very, very cold state. I think everybody's states are cold right now, though.
Not where my mom is. Whee.
Your mom's in Florida,
Master,
right?
I don't think it'll let me invite you.
That would be nice.
If my mom's ever not here, she's in Florida.
I'm in the wonderful windy Wyoming, so.
All right, I just
love
tried,
that for
Master.
To be
I hate
fair,
it.
my parents are also
Hi.
in Florida right now. Oh, hi. You're naked.
Ah, naked.
Not naked.
You should probably get something to put on. Hi.
HM, thank you for the 3 months.
Let's go.
Okay.
Get it. It's a rave.
Definitely.
This is a lot.
Can't be anything else.
I feel like I just pulled up that video of all those like goth kids dancing under that bridge.
Oh, 100%. That is the exact vibe that's happening.
This
also reminds me of like that.
But the song that they're
your
dancing to is Thomas the Tank Engine.
This also reminds me of the I'm your freestyle dance instructor video.
Yeah, oh, that lady. Yes, this is her dance. All right.
Are we waiting on anyone else?
We were waiting on
Raven
Master,
in
but I don't know if
fact is doing
Master is
something
able to
else.
get in unless Master's here now too.
Come on,
No,
Master.
I don't. Not
Put your
yet.
booty in.
You're just doing your own thing over here. I'm here for it.
Thank you.
He's very much doing his own thing, yeah.
Rip. Oh, we can try again next time, Master. Right, we'll catch him off guard.
Alert.
Oh. Hello.
Flash mob ever.
All right, we're an ass. We're an
Don't get
ass.
Do this
early.
as you go into the map.
I'm gonna die.
Please be open. Please be open. Yay! Our ladder's open, Mayor.
I just hear the rave music behind us.
They're really, really loving this map. Oh, it's a Benjamin.
I feel like
it's a Benjamin. No, 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 no. No, 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 shit, I ran out of stamina. I
I did the same thing.
Or someone low jumped me.
No, I did the same thing. I ran out
Oh,
of stamina.
oh, no, no, no,
Stop
no.
talking.
He's coming. No, he's not.
I'm lost already. Oh, it's
Benjamin! No!
Climb faster, Flash.
I'm trying.
dead.
You're holding up the line.
Is Benjamin having a snack?
I think this is the first map I ever saw you on, and a mimic
Yeah.
just followed you around.
Oh
for
my
like 7
god, the
hours.
absolute worst. Okay, we're
Oh,
fine.
I missed!
Thank you, Crow.
I'll see you there eventually.
Okay. Yes, feed my child. Yes, feed him.
Flash, how could you do this to us?
Feed him. Feed him. That's my boy. Feed my child.
I've only found toasters, so it might be all toasters.
Toasters?
Toasters.
What the hell?
It's just
Okay.
a lethal thing.
Oh, okay.
There's a chance that every item's the same thing.
Oh my god. And everything's an effing toaster?
Could be. I've
Okay.
only found. I found
Oh,
two
goo
toasters
butter.
so far.
All right. And it's raining inside. This makes sense.
That's normal, you know.
Sprinklers turned on. Yeah. It's a safe.
Oh,
it's a
we're
safety
at the
feature.
front.
Hey. Hi. Oh, 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 oh. I have eyes on it.
Oh fuck.
You're good. You're good. You're good.
So scared. There's an earthworm! Oh, the worm!
Let's never do that again.
All right.
Yeah, I don't want to ever do that again.
Like I wanted to tell them, but I kind of didn't.
Nope.
You think they're okay?
Maybe.
I kind of want to find out.
Are they okay?
Well, the scream would say otherwise, but
I was
How are you guys doing?
doing good. How are you?
Doing
I was
doing
afraid.
pretty good.
screamed. There was a bracket in my face.
Yeah, there was a coil head that was trying to have a dance.
There was also a spider in there.
Okay.
Yeah, the spider in the bracket is what I saw.
It's right at the front door.
Okay. You want to play hardball, huh? Let's play hardball. Gosh, darn it. I'm just gonna take my time. I hear a Benjamin. Benjamin? Is that Benjamin?
Uh-oh, Force Giant's coming.
Hey, let's go.
It's dead.
What was that?
Somebody gave us a gift.
Night, night, Benjamin.
They made Benjamin go sleepy.
Oh,
Is he
Benjamin,
yawning
night,
again?
Oh my! Yeah, look, he's
He is
yawning.
yawning
Yeah.
I
Poor
love
tired little
that.
guy.
Is that a mod or is that
If
just
there's
what
any
happens
mods,
when
I
you
should
kill
maybe
him?
disable.
Oh, it's
No, you
mod.
should be able to have them all.
He just went inside the ship.
Is everybody out of the ship right now?
Okay, so Flash,
I don't
hear me
know.
out.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think
Hear me
Morgan's
out.
in there. No,
Content.
Morgan's right here now.
Listen.
I was like, excuse
I
the
don't
fuck
know
out
if
of
that's
me.
the content we're looking
I
for.
can't see behind
But
me.
it's content.
I mean, it can be depending on the results.
What are we talking about? I'm scared.
Son of a
that
bitch! God damn it! I forgot the dogs were there.
Nice.
Did someone push him?
No, he was standing like pretty on the edge.
Son of a bitch!
Oh my.
Oh, he jumped off.
Oh, okay.
There's something over here.
See what you get. See what you did.
So what's the game plan?
See what you get.
Wait till
I think Flash died.
God damn it! It's a never-ending cycle.
If I just play dead.
God damn it. It's like Groundhog's Day. Stop.
Hi. Flash? I don't know what the fuck.
I appreciate you guys trying to revive me. Oh, it's a
Oh.
baby.
Draw them away by screaming and y'all can go in and shut the shutters.
No, no, no.
Yeah, good luck.
Oh no.
Flash just keeps
Somebody
dying.
just got spawned and died.
Yeah, Flash.
You're welcome.
He's having the best time.
Oh, I think.
Oh, they just left Solon.
That was.
I saved from the ladder at last. Thank God.
Missing.
I'm glad Miss
Why did you
Dude, I got Arnar. I got
Me.
respawned so many times
I was on
into
my way
death.
back with a
I know.
I was
Flash,
on
the
my
same
way
happened
back
to me.
with
We
a
were.
big so long.
There was like 3 dogs in the
That's why I
ship.
chose
There was
to leave.
nothing we could
I
do.
was stuck
Teleported.
on the bottom of the ladder.
I saw
with
you there.
Dogs inches from my
See you
face.
tomorrow, Juju. Appreciate you,
There
friend.
are flashlights
What up,
in
Will?
this cupboard.
You guys left me.
Oh, nice.
Very
Okay.
good.
Well, there
Sorry,
were.
Songy
All right,
Boo.
where are we going, Mayor? This might be the last
Can't
one.
believe you left.
You're like, after that, I'm
Song,
done.
you found a BB.
I found a baby loot bug, and then it jumped out of my hands and went running away. And I'm chasing after it, and all of a sudden, I was like, man,
Trapping the
It
dogs
just
there.
wanted to give you a hug.
I know. Well, no.
Yep.
Yeah, baby loot bug.
Yeah, you
at
found
least
it.
wasn't
It
a man
transformed
eater.
as you left.
I'm gonna pull the lever.
Shut up, Vin.
Flash.
The man eaters
Okay,
are
I'm ready.
terrifying.
Here, the last
I
one.
found a flashlight.
Ben, we gotta find out when we're playing headliners again. Where we going?
I'm gonna jump. Yippee!
Animals, you're gonna die again.
I'll do it.
I'm not jumping until
Okay.
we're landed.
I lived. I waited till it was closer this time.
Heyo.
One at a time, one at a time, one at a time.
One at a time, one or not.
YOLO.
Oh my god.
Dark.
Oh, okay, thank you for getting coins.
I flash.
Hey, oh, there's a bird. Oh shit. Oh god. Look out, bird
Oh
turrets.
god! Bird with a turret! Bird with...
You think they're okay? Run!
There's a turbird!
Run!
There's a turbird!
It's turd bird. Turd bird.
Zoomies.
Why is it so smoky?
Wait, I'm tall.
Sorry.
Why am I tall?
Why are you so tall?
I'm just realizing I'm tall. What?
Dude, it's so
Giant.
smoky in here. What the hell?
Sorry, we hotboxed before you got in here.
Wow, dude, you don't even share.
No, I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't do that, but I'm just saying. You could offer at least. Oh, there's nothing
You
in
could
here.
at least offer.
Jeez. Okay,
I
6
found a
feet.
fucking thing.
Caring.
Oh my god, what? Oh my god, there's a bunker spider. Where's your yield sign when we need it?
Where's the stop sign?
Guys, we're in a bad way.
Uh-oh, Bracken.
Thoughts and prayers.
Who just did that? You son of a bitch.
Run, run,
Someone
run,
make you
run.
drop your flashlight?
Run. Yes.
This spider is coming.
Oh god!
Shy guy outside.
Awesome. I found the apparatus room, not that it helps us at the current.
Yeah, we might die.
Ah!
You're still
Why?
really tall. I don't know why.
Me.
That bracken, wow. Okay, back to it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I wish I had a flashlight. Oh well.
What is that noise?
Oh god.
Safe. Oh, a screaming skinny thing. Oh, you found the shy guy. Was I supposed to do anything with that? No, no, no. You shouldn't have to do anything. Did they just lock the dog in there with him?
We can go probably around the backside here.
My God. Oh my God, Jesus Christ. This is very chaotic. Oh no, it's
I'm okay.
There's a lot going.
There's,
Oh my God. There is so much happening. Oh my God. Man, this is a sequence of just interesting. Hood. Oh, I missed two. God damn it.
I didn't even try.
I don't know why I had no stamina. Oh, it's Benjamin. Oh shit! No, no!
No
warning.
Give me, give me, give me! I don't want it anymore! Oh my God! Shut up! F off, nerd!
I just wanted to give you a hug.
No, you don't get a hug. No, no hugs for you.
got the
Dog
dog.
climb missing. Found out there's no. I was on top of the ship hiding.
I'm good.
I
Oh, hey, you got a friend.
Yeah, they love to carry me away.
Aw.
Is it safe?
I saved the fat nut bin. Hey! We're good.
I thought it was alive again.
We've been revived again.
Yeah, I brought you back.
I'm gonna unmagnetize the truck flash.
Roger that.
I am so tired of these freaking dogs. I
Oh,
am
wait.
just.
What happened?
You better be a good driver, Flash.
I'm not gonna be.
Trusting you.
Please be aware of this.
Oh no.
Did you release it yet?
Yeah.
Do you have park turned off?
There you go.
I'm on
Have you
top of the
disabled the
world
emergency
again.
brake?
Oh!
Down on Down on creation, it's the only place in the world I can find.
Oh god.
We're fine. We're fine. We're fine.
Give me.
I'm somehow inside the truck.
No!
Oh! Oh shit! No!
On the apparatus.
Okay.
I was on top of
Tiff,
the
come
truck, and
outside.
then I was inside the back of the
God
truck.
damn it! Oh, I was doing so good.
I got wormed. Oh, I'm alive.
I brought us all
man.
back again.
Yay! Thank you.
Flash disappeared from the truck.
I flew. It shot me so far away from the truck.
I glitched into the back of the truck.
Oh, it's on fire!
It's fine. It's
I got
fine.
tossed before it happened. Oh god. Kabooey!
It's
There's a
fine.
dog coming up.
The dog is coming.
It just needs.
It killed the dog.
That's a problem with it. Ain't got no gas in it.
It just needs a band-aid.
Rude.
There's something in your ship? Wait, what?
Hi, Puppo. Can I pet that dog?
I don't know.
Something in my ship. There's a dead dog in my ship.
Bonk.
It is safe up here.
I'm gonna bonk it through the door if I can.
Oh, let's go in for whoever that is.
I think that's Dog. Oh.
Who was?
I think that was Dog it was chasing. You better be a good driver, Flash. Unless they're the same color.
What?
I'm not sure. It's coming back for more.
Of course, Flash will drop. No, thank you.
Oh shit! It never ended. It
Flash
kept
allowed
running.
himself to get killed, and he
I had to
ends up
try.
killed.
Wow! It never stopped.
Is it in the ship?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
It's dead. It's dead. Please stop.
It's dead. Stop hitting me!
We have about a 30-foot problem.
641. Oh, hi, Benjamin.
We have about a 30-foot problem on its way.
Okay. Hey, Benjamin. Boo!
Somebody Morgan.
Hi, Benjamin.
Okay, I deserved every bit of that.
No!
Did she get eaten by a dog instead?
No, Benjamin got her.
Oh no.
Benjamin
Oh,
ate her.
snacks.
Benjamin got someone else.
Benjamin got fed. Okay.
I jumped
It's
over
okay,
him
he's
and
going
ran
after
into a
a dog
dog.
now.
So you know there's no bullets in it.
That's not very nice.
It doesn't work in here.
No, it does not
Should
work
I
in
get
here.
the other things that I've been trying to get for the last 3 times?
Yeah, where's the stuff?
Right below us.
Benjamin's coming back. He's got aggro
He
on
said
me.
below us.
Okay.
Are you trying to kill
I
him?
can't scan.
2 dogs.
I am so tired of these freaking dogs.
What happened?
I am just...
Oh no! 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 God damn it! Ads are about to start, by the way, friends.
I think that was Dog it was chasing.
Benjamin, no. Benjamin, no. Bad Benjamin.
I think someone's still alive.
Hadouken!
Out there. Is it in the ship?
The Flash is out
Hi,
there.
more.
I'm here. I'm on top of the ship.
Oh.
I live.
Oh, hi, dog.
I live.
Are we all
Hey,
here?
out there.
I don't know.
Are we allowed to go?
Pull the lever.
Hey, what?
The lever!
Pet that
I'm
down.
pulling the lever!
You wanna pet that dog?
I thought it was alive.
Hey, you wanna pet that dog? Pet that dog. Pet that
I
dog.
don't want to pet no dogs.
No,
Bang,
pet-
bang, 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 bang.
No, don't do it. I got your stuff song.
Rude!
I want to go say hi. Holy moly. Most profitable. Let's go.
Wow, I had the least fun. I had the most fun. I died like 7 times.
I died probably about 9. Mostly to dogs.
My God. All right. Because of.
Thanks for the game,
Thank
Flash.
you, friends.
Yes,
Thank you for the game.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Bye.
Wait, we gotta do our traditional.
Bye. I don't know how to do
Traditional
it.
leaving music.
Oh, the leaving
Oh,
music. I
okay.
was trying to.
There's no flicking off. You
No,
don't
no,
have
no.
that.
There we
know.
go.
Oh.
Ah.
Thank you for the
yeah.
games, Flash.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Flash.
Thank
Have
you.
an amazing
Have
day.
fun.
Appreciate you all.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Nope. Gonna have to force quit. I've had to force quit almost every time I've left the game. It just like locks up and I don't know why. That was a hoot nanny. Man. Well, thank you guys for joining. I appreciate the patience while we dealt with the issues and all the stuff. Next time when we do community, it's going to be Faz, so we're not going to have any of those issues. But I would love to listen. I would love to try stuff like that more often. How did you make that announcement thing? Is that coded somehow? What announcement thing? Are you talking about for the ad stuff? That was either by SiriBot or by the announcement from me was through StreamerBot. That was through StreamerBot. Find a better mod for the lobby control. Yeah, I'll have to do some research. Yeah, so we don't deal with that next time. But I mean, it was still fun though. We need to do a community lockdown. That could be fun. That we don't have to worry about mods or anything like that. Yeah, that could be good. If any of you guys have lockdown protocol, I've never done a community day with it. That could be fun. Oh, thank you, Phoenix. Crab game? Oh, Vin loves crab game. All right. Let's go find somewhere to raid so I can immediately get in my car and go get groceries. Let me look. You have trust issues? That's okay. Guys, if you're new here and you're not in the Discord already, there's the Discord. There's the rest of the socials. I appreciate you guys coming to hang out with me today. Thank you for everything. HM, thank you for the Prime, by the way. Angel, Ren, Senor, thank you so much for the follows. Appreciate you guys. Let's see here. That's where we'll go. All right. If you are a follower, the first raid message is for you. If you're a sub, the next one's for you. And my creepy little tier 3s, that one is for you. We are going to go say hi to another amazing member of Midnight Society. A doctor in his own right, but not the doc. Dr. Mathman, EU. We're going to go say hi to. He is currently playing the Phasmophobias, so we're going to go say hi to him. Perfection. But thank you guys again for hanging out. That was a blast. Like I said, I wish Dixper was working. Like I wish something, because nights with that was always fun and chaotic. But when it doesn't work, like that, what was happening today, when it doesn't work, it's just an annoyance. At that point, it's just annoying. But we'll figure it out, man. I wish too. We'll figure it out. Okay. We met our monthly goal. So that means not only are we going to do a community not only are we going to do a community Phasmo night next month, I'm going to do an extra one this month. So before the month is over, I'm going to have another community day, and that day is going to be Phasmo. So I'm going to change up the way you join. You're going to be able to join through channel points instead of just doing ! join. I think that'll be a really nice way of sort of a separation of people that have been here and haven't been here. So that way, those that are here normally and have channel points can join. I think that would be cool. I know Break does it like that. I know a few others do, and I like it. All right, I'm off to go get groceries and figure out what the hell I'm doing for dinner while the missus and little missus come home today. So friends, thank you. As always, thank you so much for an amazing stream. Thank you for everybody that joined Lethal. I appreciate you. Have an amazing Sunday. I will be live tomorrow for more Phasmo shenanigans. Peace.